Because
Yeah, I
there's the
don't know.
Torg Arena. Yeah, no, this is
Look at
two.
Look at him. Look at him walk.
I don't
Look at
know.
him
Wow.
have legs.
Look at it, yeah.
He uses the internet now.
You love to
Oh,
walk. Hey,
wow.
He's so
who is
good
that?
at this.
Who is that? Who just walked by? Hello.
Who?
Good.
Oh, hello.
Can
They said
Who is
hello.
there?
Can officially say you are on an official tabletop stream now. You're an influencer.
Ooh. Oh, nice. Wait, is that why we're
It's like
here?
you're an influencer now.
You guys are
What am
getting
I
cred?
influencing people to
Or whatever
do?
the word is.
We're all getting cred. Yeah.
Zach is one of the young
exposure.
We're getting clout, is what it is.
Clout, that's
We're
the word.
Yeah,
getting
we're all
exposure.
getting clout.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my glasses won't stop fogging
My
up.
favorite thing is still that article talking about people pretending to be gay on the internet to get clout. And just the gif of, you guys are getting clout?
This.
Pretty much. There. Alrighty. Let's see. What do we got?
Oh, I need my notes.
That squid emote
I'm
is still
so
just
prepared.
so fun.
Yeah, the squid one's very fun. I really want to do Long Boy Part 1 and Part 2.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, that would be really good. I held off
I think you
initially.
need 3 though, because I really just want one that's just legs to make him as long as you want.
Oh, I didn't.
Like-
I
So
meant
you've got like upper chest,
LONG.
chest to
Oh
torso.
no, oh yeah, it's torso, not legs. Legs are 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feet, legs, and hips is a single tile,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, ribs would be the really long one
That
with
would be-
like shoulders, arms, and face.
Well, you can't tile it then. It needs to just be rib cage and spinal cord. Just bop, 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 bop,
Oh
bop.
yeah, I guess you don't really need the legs. They're not attached anyway.
Or you could just do like. You could just do him like crawling, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, I
Yeah,
can't
do
picture
like
that.
rib cage and arms for 1, and then spinal column, whatever's really long about Long Boy.
Yeah.
The original Long Boy was long and crawling.
That's true.
True.
All right, who can do us a
I-
sound check really quick? Because I had a terrible time setting up my Discord so far. You checking? Are you
I
talking?
can hear us.
You can hear
Check
us.
the sound.
Can you hear me? Do I sound like Jungola? Or are you trying to get real close?
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah, but how's
I
that?
don't enunciate, so
All
I'm a
right,
bad.
Oh yeah,
Is it good?
I saw you. It's good.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You sounded great. It was in sync.
Hmm.
You don't need to say any specific words.
No specific. Can I just say words at random?
Yeah.
There's one specific word you
Oh, okay.
don't have to
All right.
say.
Well, let me just read some words that are here. Hold on.
Oh
Yeah.
no! All right.
Links.
If they're words
Interested in our
thanking
grim and
Zweihander.
perilous word?
Oh,
World?
that's fine.
Check out core rulebook, player's handbook. Lips. Lips. Lips.
Damn it!
I just like that we got talking about
Laugh.
birds for a while, and then I was like, oh, birds don't have lips. That was fun. And then we
I was
summoned
really
you.
late to the bird party.
Bird.
Yeah, you were oh shit. You were surprisingly late to the bird party.
Well, people said they didn't want the channel spam, so I'm trying to be really
Yeah.
good.
That's true.
Like I'm not in that game, so I don't want to
People
bother them.
or Mike.
I'm also
Yeah,
upset
so yell
that
at us.
my mouse is finally breaking after years of gaming and clicking.
Oh no.
So if any computer mouse manufacturers want to sponsor me, I do like 2 things a
Only-
week, and I'll talk about your mouse and say sweet lies about it.
Whoa.
Or truth.
Or truths if it's good.
I'll do truths and some lies,
Oh,
and
dude,
no one
dude.
will know who.
He
Do
will
2
be
truths and a
factual
lie.
with his statements.
hmm
Yeah, definitely do 2 truths
I
and a
use
lie
this
about the gaming mouse.
Yeah, I use this mouse on my computer. It lets me move the cursor. Also, it can talk to me, and his name is Kevin.
That would be fun.
The lie is that I don't use it on my computer because I don't have it yet.
And you know.
And then you hold him up. He's wearing a Kevin name tag.
Mm-hmm. Never said how much it talks, but it can.
Oh, that's smart, right? You saying it. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
All right, who wants to do a recap?
If you insist. All right.
I do.
So last time on Zweihander Too Fast to Fumble, powered by the Electric Dice podcast. Again, thanks to Grim and Perilous and the Zweihander team for letting us show up here and do our silly things. I'm trying to remember exactly where we started off because everything was kind of falling into chaos. Gamlin
Booger goes
had dived
flying.
into the water and started drowning. It was a pretty Gamlin light episode. The boat was set on fire, so that was a whole thing.
But it
Booger,
didn't really play a
Yeah.
huge part.
it surprisingly no. What
Only
I
till
do
the-
remember is that Finn, played by Riley, along with Dope Sarah, went up to the captain and wanted to hijack the boat, and they played some cards. Finn ended up winning a bet against a clown or something. I don't
Jester,
know.
yeah.
Just
Jester.
Against a
Same
clown.
thing.
Jesters are clowns.
Didn't you train
Against a
in the
clown.
gesturing arts?
I have family that trained in the clowning arts.
Oh, okay. I feel like jesters don't like they don't track
Do all
with
of
it.
the things clowns do, like juggling and wearing a colorful outfit. Anyway,
I'm
I'm
just
not getting
saying.
on this tangent. I could go for hours.
Yeah, I feel like if I had a
Anyway.
clown and a jester next to each other, and I was like, "Y'all are both clowns, right?" Like one of them would nod along and honk, and the other one would be very
So
upset.
clown is a very broad category. I don't have time for this, Dave.
You do have time
Anyway.
for it. People are here.
Anyway,
This is
to
the time.
things.
I'm
Anyway,
here for this clown
clown is a
content.
very broad concept which contains both the standard definition, like the standard thought of a clown, makeup, maybe like a colorful afro, big red nose at parties or a circus, that sort of thing. It would also include jesters, mimes, and a variety of other merry men and other professions of that sort.
Mimes
Uh,
are merry men.
They are performers.
Yeah, true.
The French
A
clowns
mime
of
is a
the
performer
Cirque
with
du
a
Soleil.
set makeup and appearance who, clowns also employ the art of mime in a lot of their performance,
True.
along with
my-
other things such as magic and balloons and animals and that sort of thing. It's a very noble art.
I agree.
Juggling. So, anyway, he won a game against a clown, who I guess was also a jester, if we're being specific, and who explained, oh yeah, my contact, Piers, stole a vault, and yeah, we'll meet up in a city later on, and this was, again, Finn, played by Riley, who gained this information, so he's going to get hooked up. The only problem is, unbeknownst to him, the boat that had the vault in it sunk somehow.
Hmm.
I'm not getting into the semantics.
Hmm.
Then Fiaza, played by Amanda. I'm sorry, I blanked on your name for a moment there. Fiaza, played by Amanda, was
What's the
approached
name?
by Booger, who is not here at present. He would normally be played by Mike. He was blinded as of a recent shot to the back caused some weird damage. Fiaza tried healing him with royal water, I believe.
And leeches.
And leeches. Longtime fans of Zweihander will know royal water is acid. It is acidic.
like-
She put acid on his face.
With a name like Royal Water, you wouldn't expect it to be something bad.
But
Specifically
it was.
because it called it water. Also,
But it
why would I
was.
have a bag of, like, a bottle of acid on me?
Because you have weird stuff. You're a magic user. Anyway, so that happens. He's turbo blinded now. Again, Finn is working on trying to get like riches with Dope Sarah. He ends up stealing the captain's hat and giving it to Dope Sarah in a really emotional gesture. It's really sweet. And there's like this whole spiel about being fancy. It's great. Meanwhile, Booger decides to make two children fight to the death for his entertainment.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah. It's
They didn't
bad.
fight to the death, though.
Yeah, no, they tried to fight back
Well,
and were killed.
Not each other,
They
at least.
fought and they died.
They fought and they died.
That's fighting to the death.
He then ended up summoning the owl god in its horrifying physical form. Just absolutely, there was a lot of talk of him looking up at it, which is ironic because he's blind, so he has no idea what this guy looks like. Fiaza went to meet back up with Finn and just get out of Dodge. Gamlin was fished up by the boat with all the clones on it, and they found the name Hog City to be really funny, and he started leading them there. Exactly. And Booger went off to do some horrible stuff. The big Spider-Man, previously known as Commissar Balgraf Jasau, who I remembered his name for the first
Yes.
time.
Well done.
Nope. Climbed up and cocooned himself on the ceiling, waiting to sink the boat.
But
And
the
now we're
boat
having a
was
time skip,
sinking
I think,
without
because
his
everything is
assistance.
kind of funky.
That's true.
Yeah, that I think is about it. It was weird.
Yeah. It was weird. Cool. Thanks for doing an excellent recap. Oh,
No
excuse me. I
problem.
keep hitting everything.
It's fine.
Yeah. Thanks y'all for coming. We loved it so much we had to come back one last time. Had to sneak ourselves out to a session 7 of Too Fast to Fumble. Zweihander. I cannot talk tonight. I don't know what it is. Zweihamster.
Zweihamburger.
Zweihander actual play called Too Fast to Fumble, powered by the Electric Dice Podcast. That's what we are. That's what we're sticking to. Yeah. So we had a couple of thoughts. We had a few things we wanted to make sure we snuck into the last game. It's been about a month since the incidents on the Ruby of the Rivers. I'm kind of curious just to do a quick little vignette and hear what, if anything, the players have done, what they've been up to. We would find them in one way, shape, or form all beginning to converge on Voidberg, not Zoidberg.
Voidberg.
Yeah, and that
Very
is the seat of a particular criminal element, that of course Uncle Gamlin knows, because he knows somebody. He's got guys in every town, and he will be meeting up your associate that you met. Hold on, I just closed the name. I apologize, because it was not Piers. Piers is the guy who made off with the money. Where'd we go? Credence Redding, that was the name of the individual that you met as a contact. Credence Redding is a burglar and a jester. Tall, well-dressed, with a kind of like curly black hair, blue eyes, and a very wide smile, a little overeager. And he had made a bet with you, right? But he lost, because it kind of seems to happen to him a lot, unfortunately. And so he agreed to kind of cut you in on, some of this profit that he and his associate, whose name was Piers, were going to make. Excuse me. Apparently I'm not awake yet. So who is ready? Who is up first? That can kind of talk a little bit about how their character has changed. Either, physically, visually, mentally, or not at all.
So, does anyone else want to start?
You can go if you'd like.
I'm sure they'll let you go
So,
first.
thank you. So Gamlin was able to, with his surprisingly good navigation skills, direct himself and the clones to Hog City. And upon docking there and making sure they were all set, he proceeded to take a nap because he was real tired. I'm making a note that he is rested now. A month has passed. He then used his various any contacts and favors he had in the city, which he probably had a couple.
Oh yeah,
He
he's always got a
basically
few.
cashed them all in. Like he kind of saves them, holds out, makes them last. Nah, this was cashing them all in. Hog City is dead to him. However, in exchange, he made sure that all of the clones, however many of them were able to be settled and find work in the area and be able to go and live good lives. That was his main concern.
Nice.
Okay. I imagine they're probably working some weird jobs.
Yeah.
But
probably.
They know what they're doing.
Probably like that one place from our one game where they sat in the furnaces because they were so small.
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
mean,
yeah, you could definitely just turn them over to the Candy Emporium.
No, he's finding something this is all of his favors.
A little more on the up and up.
Not too up and up, but
no, that's reasonable. Let's go ahead and have you do a roll.
All right.
We'll give you a plus 20, some sort of fellowship based social roll.
Let me check.
You cashed in a lot of favors to give him something. I've got a few ideas on what they could potentially do.
Let us see what. Sorry, I need to. Like I said, my mouse has been giving me trouble. So fellowship. I don't suppose rumor would work. That's the only thing I actually have anything in.
I'll do it. You can succeed. The danger is that it might not be able to fit everyone.
Gotcha. So I would have to go with like a bargain or
Yeah.
guy, like
Yeah, because you can keep your ear
I
to the ground and kind of press people for information, and somebody will have a
mhm,
job for them, but it might not be a job for all
gotcha.
of them.
I'm gonna take the risk and go with bargain because I want to find something for all of them.
Okay.
It's I don't have the thing, but I do get a +20
Yep.
if it'll let me do that +20. And oh, dang it. I know it's very early in the game. I'm cashing in a coin to reroll.
Nice.
Damn.
Okay. Let's see it. I'm up a coin. It's over for
Ugh.
I
you.
really want these clones to. There we go.
Nice. Okay.
That's what I like to see. 34, a nice success by a couple degrees.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so I was actually thinking I think the thing that makes the most sense, truthfully, is just they get a job as, like porters and stevedores, right? Like moving freight. Something that they can do, it's pretty unassuming. It keeps them, you know, not necessarily moving permanently, but around the docks, people don't ask as many questions. You can unload it at night, right?
Yeah,
I think that works.
nice. I mean, that's where we arrived. That would make sense for there.
Yeah.
It's good, honest work. They can live their lives and actually get paid.
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
They love it.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm glad. That was my goal. I will.
They
Uh,
exclusively, refer to themselves or like, oh, if anybody asks, like, have you made it to the port, where do you work, right? They just snort as often as they
yep,
can because they find it very funny.
that's understandable. I'm glad they're having a good time with it.
Yeah.
So with that, the city isn't really like he's Gamlen's used up any favors he's got here, and at this point, may as well follow the river down. And I want to say, like he stays on the move. He doesn't want to settle in really too permanently. Um, he'll like start this and that, but he's never really gonna have a full like new beginning of his life.
Hmm.
As to his dooming, new beginnings herald sudden end. So he's gonna stay on the move. He's done this.
Oy.
Doesn't want it to stick. He's got to get on the move.
True enough. I forgot about the doom.
So, yep.
Okay.
Some people might just stay in the same thing. He's got to keep on the move. So he'll head down to, I want to say, Voidberg would be the next major city along this river, and he'll just kind of head that way.
Funny enough. All right.
Yeah.
Who's next? Where do we find you? Where does the camera kind of open up on, and what are you doing?
Well, I know that Finn has taken Dope Sarah under his wing.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of started when we got on those lifeboats or whatever to get off of the Ruby of the River. Kind of explaining to her that even these useless couch cushions and stuff that she stole, made it so that we now have something like comfortable to sit on in this hard
You gotta
boat.
steal
So
everything.
so it's just like even the most useless things, you gotta just take what you want and look how comfortable it makes you.
Yeah, that
Um,
adds up.
Finn kind of realized that she has like this natural charm, and she can really go places and kind of use that.
Mm-hmm.
She's got like the gift. So pretty much I need to teach her to not be so nice and kind and return things and steal better.
Unless it's towards you.
Right,
Mhm.
of course.
Obviously.
I
Okay.
mean, as long as Dope Sarah's happy.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So what's the gamut here? What's the play to get her to be like, no, you need to understand. Sometimes you have to steal.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, sometimes you have to steal. I mean, look what it gets you. Everyone else's butts are hurting in this boat. We've got these nice cushions. Got this dope hat.
Sure, I think it's going to take more than just this one instance, but if you want to like do
Of
something
course.
to kind of begin to show her the purpose and its value, like yeah, I like that.
Insert month-long
Right.
Rocky-esque montage of him just doing different things with Sarah.
Right.
Stealing
Yeah.
and
Pretty much.
Stealing
Like
chastising her when she's too
rigging,
nice to somebody.
hmm
yeah, like rigging games and stuff. You know,
It's like the
making
opposite of the turning a bad guy good montage.
Right.
It's like she does a nice thing, and you're like, no.
what is this? It's weakness. He just kind of like shows her examples of what people do to the poor, to the weak. You know, they treat them like filth, like garbage.
Jeez.
If you have money, you have status, you have power. You know, even if you don't have money, if you exude that you have money, it can get you into places. So I'm like,
Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah, okay. Where do you go that you show her like, look, we didn't even pay, but because they think we're supposed to be here, we made it in.
um,
Because I like that a lot. That's actually super funny.
yeah, I would think it'd be some like really grand, you know, high-end restaurant.
Okay. What's the trick there? Do you like make a giant stink out of something, or do you just like bluff your way in and take somebody else's like seat?
Oh, totally. Like, do the research and stuff. Take someone's like reservation. Make sure that you know their carriage, you know, somehow breaks down on the way,
Oh, I love
so they
it.
can't even show up.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Okay. You trained in skullduggery?
I am
Yeah, because I think that's the move, right?
skullduggery. Where are you at? Eh, so many things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait.
Click it.
Eh. Uh
Oh
oh.
man,
Uh oh.
this is bad.
Uh-oh.
Uh oh. Not quite.
Uh-oh.
Suddenly, Finn's the underling.
Right? Yeah.
Oh
Do you want to
no, you've
re-roll
made
that, or
her
are you
too
letting it ride?
powerful.
I don't even know how
Oh,
well I would do a reroll.
did you take back any peril condition things?
What do you mean?
Oh no.
It wouldn't make a difference for that roll, but just should you re-roll?
Do I go to unhindered?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've had a month,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
assuming.
I don't know how to go back.
You
Uh,
can just toggle them.
oh, everything's just
Oh,
lagging horribly. That's why it's not
Mm-hmm.
working. Okay, cool. I mean, I really do want to re-roll.
What's the worst that's gonna
Why not?
happen?
Yeah, I'll just roll that again. You know,
Yeah.
today's the day.
Right.
Everything goes wrong.
Hey,
here
look
you
at that.
go.
Nice. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say because I was gonna have them show up in the restaurant and make a giant stink out of this, and you were gonna have to like scoot out. But instead, your plan masterfully executed, right? You dig like what some little hole to like make their carriage wheel pop off, or do you just like set it up in such a way that somebody picks a fight with them, right? And then they get into a scuffle, and then they have to like wait for like the town guard to show up, and it delays them for their dinner reservations that then you take. What's the trick?
Yeah, sabotage the wheels.
Yeah. Okay. Right. The wheel falls off when they're trying to go, and then you can take their food. So we
Yeah, on
see.
their tab.
What's that?
On their tab.
Right. Yeah, I think we see, like a ridiculous setup with like, dope Sarah in like somebody's pearls that she's stolen, right? And then like mismatched fancy gloves, right? And then like the little it's not I don't think it's a pillbox hat, is it? What's the little one? Is it a pillbox hat? Let me see.
Mm,
Yeah, it is a pillbox hat. Okay. Yeah, a little
I'm
pillbox hat with a
Googling.
yeah, it's a pillbox hat with a veil on it, right? That all just things she's taken from like the Lost and Found, and she's like delicately eating some rich, fancy dessert, and she's like, okay, maybe you're onto something here. I get it.
My
mm.
one question is the family that you stop the reservations, what's the weird foot family of halflings that have come up like 5 times,
Oh,
whose
Those
rooms we
proud,
stole,
proud
who
or
uh,
whatever.
the Proudfoot.
yeah, the
Is it the
Proudfoot.
Proudfoot
Yeah,
family?
I have it like written down here. Yeah, the Proudfoot.
Good old Proudfoot. I mean, somebody needed to
Stole
pay
their
for this now.
rooms.
Hmm.
Were they the ones that got charged the 25 gold?
I believe so, yeah. Oh no, it was something. Bad things
I
happened
think
to
so.
them.
I think so. There's a whole nother game I'll play sometime that just like a solo mission, and I'll run through it. It's like, oh, sorry, bad luck. Back to jail for dodging your fine.
Yeah.
Follows
The poor
the
Proudfoot
Proudfoot
family.
family.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say follow season 2 where we talk about all the ancillary characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the cabbage merchant. Just every time.
Every time something
Mhm.
goes wrong. No, I love
Everyone loves the guy who is constantly the butt of all the jokes.
it. All right, cool. Yeah, dope Sarah thinks you're onto something here.
Mhm.
All right, Amanda.
Oh, it's me.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
oh,
Well, I guess I'm not. Guess I'm not doing anything with Finn and Sarah.
Ooh.
I mean,
It's not
you
the
totally-
It's a
Proud
whole
Feet.
month.
It's just the Blue Gardens.
So like, I imagine that
Yeah,
Jazz is
you can
Jazz
do
has been
some.
through.
You can do something with them later too if you want. Right? Like there was a whole month.
Yeah, that was just me making a joke.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I
Um,
wanted to include you, but I also didn't want to force you to do some things. At least, you were gonna do things.
So like, I kind of liked imagining that we reinvented the Ruby of the River and had more of like a Ruby of the Roads with this sad little carriage of traveling, gambling, and fortune telling.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Did you head that up, or did you just join the group?
I feel like I started with the fortune telling side of things because I kind of like with all the magic and now like have the owl on my side and not the like blood god part of him and more of the intellectual side of the owl.
Sure.
Been using that channel to like make spare cash and maybe swindle people out of their money.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, fortune telling is just another way of scamming people out of their money.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually awesome.
And I feel like Finn and Sarah get on this pretty easily with like we have a traveling casino at this point
Right.
that's not
it-
on the water, so it can't sink.
Is it the world's biggest and onlyest land cruise ship?
No, it's more like one of those food trucks where the side opens up and like we have some spare chairs and tables that we take out.
And
Whenever
there's like
we,
slot
go
machines
down.
on one side and Finn with a table that you can change between blackjack and whatever.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
good. I love it. So I've been
You
sitting
got, like-
on a bunch of like traveling carnival like side jobs that I've like never ran. I just was working on them at one point. So like
I mean, there's some fun there.
I'm about this. Like I'm
You know,
ready.
what's season 2 gonna bring?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me a d12. I want to know like who vouched for you, who got you in, who's your little friend. Okay.
Is that good or bad?
I mean, it's irrelevant. It is.
2.
Let's see.
I mean, that one guy was like Finn's contact. He did kind of win.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No. This works out really well. So the person who kind of like vouched for you, is an elf, and his name is Naomin Nessoff. You've heard two different stories from him thus far. The first time, like when you first met him, right, and you were getting introduced and everything, and that would have been, did you get off at Woyberg, or did you go all the way down to Null before you turned around and then came back north?
Wasn't the boat on fire
Yeah, but
and sunk by a Spider-Man?
well, it was sinking, and there's also other ships that you could have taken all the way down to the end of Nold, the end of the river.
Um,
Were there less deaths?
Huh?
Were there less deaths on those ships?
I mean, people just kind of like voided the ship and then swam to shore. But yeah, I mean, some people got picked up by uh, other boats and such.
I feel like we would have done our best to get away from that area.
Mm-hmm.
So like I can see us getting down to Nold to kind of be like inconspicuous about the whole thing.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So when you were kind of hanging out in Nulb and trying to figure out who to like sign on with, and who to travel the roads with and everything, right? You met Naaman, and the first time he told you, where the heck is this?
You said Naaman?
Yeah, Naaman Nessoff.
No.
He talks about his time working with bounty hunters, which is somewhat of a noble possession. He keeps a hand axe well sharpened, near him at all times. Though he tells you frequently he has no stomach for battle. He joined up with this crew in particular because he kind of had to make a choice between doing something he found rather unsavory, or not being with the organization anymore. And he kind of held back and waited till there was a moment to break free, and then ran and never looked back. So now he's kept himself busy here. You feel like there's more to that story, right? But he's never elaborated much on that. And then one time when you got him, or maybe it wasn't you, but someone got him very drunk, he told you about how he used to be very good with money. He used to be very good at finding money, finding people who had money, convincing people who had money that they needed to spend it on the things that he liked, and also then getting out of situations and getting out of there before there was any trouble. So Naaman Nessoff has a real talent for vanishing when things get complicated.
Hmm.
That is your friend. You've been operating out of the back of his caravan as everyone sort of heads north from Nulb. And I think that's the one we'll actually follow, because that'll kind of set us up nicely for everybody kind of rejoining. So, do you want to be having a conversation with a couple different people, or is this like right outside like the town gates, as everyone's sort of starting to break off? They're setting up the caravan, and you're doing whatever. And then we'll introduce the other PCs one at a time.
Maybe we've already traveled outside the city for a bit, and it's the first break in setup in like our go-to near a little farming village.
Okay, so you're just outside of town.
Yeah. I wouldn't say too far.
Okay.
It's like a long road, and there's a whole bunch of different little areas, full of like the rules.
Yeah.
I can't
The
say the word.
rurals?
The outskirts
rules
of town, where there's not a whole lot of liveliness.
Sure.
We bring a little excitement.
Right. He walks over. Do you have your table set up, or are you setting it up currently?
I would probably be setting it up.
He
Got my
table. He knocks
little...
on it. Just by that blasted god emperor and his better partner, the custodian, I swear. What was it, Blue Garden? I don't remember your last name. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I just always think Fiaza, and then... It's funny how that works, isn't it? You can be a little bit different for everybody that you meet.
What?
Anyway. So... You wanna one to them like we normally do? I'll bait them in, see if they want their fortune read, their tales told. If they've got any money we can take.
I mean, that's what we're here for, right? And I imagine I'm shuffling my cards.
Yeah. Yeah, technically. You seen Mr. Iago this morning?
I have not.
That's
Which one is he?
Oh, you remember? He's the fancy looking one in the striped clothing, the one that thinks he's in charge of everybody. I don't trust him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, never have. Never will.
What? Why are you asking if I saw him this morning? Did you see him this morning?
No, and I never see him early. He somehow expects that we're the ones who are always going to go bring the folk in, and then he just takes his little cut of coin, says he started this caravan, he started it all, he gets a little bit of everybody's action. You're not staying all day, though, are you? You said you had to go back into town?
Yeah. Need to meet my cousin.
Another Bloot Garden.
Cousin, couple families removed. Not a blue garden.
Interesting. How does that work? How big is the Shire?
It's, I mean, it's like when you just imagine like a shire. It's like a big open area. There's like, green and people running around and
God,
nice.
It sounds boring as hell.
Why do you think I'm out here?
That makes sense, yes. So for the other two players, do you want to come to the caravan of cages, or would you prefer to meet Fiazza in town?
I'm fine with either.
I like the
Gamlin would
caravan.
be walking the roads, so it would make sense. Assuming they're set up on the side that he would be on, or if he had to go around or something.
I think they're a little further, right? You have to go past the town to get here, but the thing is that they'd be situated in such a way to be very garish and apparent, right? Like they're looking to grab all the traffic.
Sure, I'll check it out. May as well.
Okay.
Gamlin's tired, and So would it have been at all feasible for me to have kept any of my gold when I was giving all of my things to the clones?
No, you said you gave up everything.
Okie dokie. I thought so.
You're penniless.
All right. I kept my secondhand attire and shoes. I just wasn't sure if I was able to keep my
Did you
money.
sell your secondhand attire and shoes?
You're gonna have to find a way to make some money.
I need clothes.
Right.
All right.
Gonna have to find some money.
Yeah. All right. I'll head in. Maybe I can get a bite to eat here, or sleep in a hay bale or something.
Yep.
Has been
All
Gamlin's MO.
right, go ahead and roll a d12.
Alrighty. Who did he do? A 4. So not the same person.
Okay.
Sorry if my mic's going off.
That's fine.
It wasn't. You must have either push to talk or you've got the sensitivity dialed up enough.
Nice, because there's a very loud siren.
Yeah, I can hear it when
I
talk.
can hear.
Okay.
Okay. Would you say that Uncle Gamelin looks pretty suspicious no matter where he goes?
Looks can be. He's not necessarily, but almost. This is a guy who has secondhand clothes and soft shoes and is just walking down the street with one eyebrow and just going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks like he doesn't mean any harm, but boy, does he look it.
Sure. Yeah. There is a brute of a man that you can see just as sort of beelining directly towards you. One of those things that you're like, you even despite yourself, you kind of back up a little, right? As you're like, oh,
Ah,
and
oof.
knowing Uncle Gamlin, I have to imagine you're like, okay, did I do something to him? Did I take some of his money? Do I just owe him
Yeah, no,
money for
he's like,
something?
let's see. No, not from that time. No, I don't think he was on the boat. Uh, no, I don't think that was his sister. Um, he has all of his fingers still. Uh,
Focus.
And he
wait, does he have
walks,
all of his fingers
yeah, and he
still?
walks right up to you and he points, right? He just sticks one finger right in your chest. And he goes,
Hello, sir. How can I help you this
and he
fine
goes,
day?
you
Yes, me.
behave.
Okie doke.
He goes, I'm Warar.
It is nice to meet
Big,
you, Warar.
strong.
Ah, big strong. You remind me of this one guy I met. He was also big strong. Wonderful man.
I keep them safe.
I will not threaten or harm them in any way.
You
That is not
steal,
my.
you talk to me.
Alrighty. I will not cause trouble. Thank you
And he
for your
nods.
service.
Yeah. And then you can see he just, I took care of that really good. And he doesn't go anywhere. He's
Good.
just still standing there defiantly.
Can I just just walk right around him, just like take
Uh-huh.
2 steps to the left and
Yep.
just walk past,
Yeah, that's fine.
letting him letting him do his thing, and just like, well, okay. Oof.
When you move towards his other side, you
Mm-hmm.
can see that he's just got this gnarly wound, right? That's long since healed over, but it does not look better, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see like what's left of his ear is like
Ah,
terribly cauliflowered, right? And then a
oof.
whole chunk of his skull looks like it's been bashed open and then like maybe cauterized. You're not entirely sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on here.
He's
Has he
a.
got
I
a
no,
little
I don't want to mess
concave
with
going
him.
on?
What's that?
Little concave going on?
Yeah. He's got a dip for sure, but a gnarly dip. It doesn't look like it got bashed in. It looks like something crunched it out.
Oh,
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I will make sure to not mention that ever,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'll head into. Let's see. It's like a big carnival thing. They're probably looking for some kind of. It's like a traveling circus. They always have a weird, odd
you know,
job.
Yeah.
have you
There's.
seen the carnival when it pops up in like Shop City or like the mall parking lot,
God.
where it's just like a couple
No,
little
but it
lines
sounds
of
really
fences?
sketchy.
Yeah, it's really
It's
bad.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like Gamlin's probably gonna fit right. He probably already works here.
Right. Yeah. They see. Oh, we got a one eyebrow guy.
Yeah. Hey guys, long time no see. I work here. And
I want
I want to see if I can find anyone who looks to be staff, like
It's
any sort of
literally
thing. And
oddities and
I just want to gossip with them.
Sure. Okay. So you wanna
Like
you
to
wanna
just
toss another rumor out?
yeah.
Okay.
And when gossiping or spinning a tale, I get a bonus. And like I
Nice.
said, I just want to gossip and learn. All right, let me pull this up and throw out a rumor with a plus 20 from this.
Nice.
He's
Indeed.
gonna start shouting Fiona, and I'm not gonna know him.
You totally know me, Fiona. Don't ignore your uncle.
Wow.
2.
That's really.
Wow.
That's really good.
Yeah. Oh, Gamlin's real good at just rumoring. He can't convince people, but he can like schmooze or hobnob or
Right.
whatever the more generic term is.
All right. So you got three pieces of information that you glean out of the afternoon
Wonderful.
of Jabberjawing with people, and then you
Hmm.
run into Fiazza, who you may or may not remember.
I cousin cousin Fiona. It's been so long. It's been about a month, roughly.
Yeah.
We're not cousin.
The
You're
first
right.
thing
I'm your uncle.
the first thing you have is you are formally introduced to Dia Hilldeep, the matriarchal representative of the Hilldeep Trading Post, which is actually from a different shire than the one that all of you are from.
But they're
cloned
from a
They're
shire,
from a
so
shire. That's correct.
yeah. Is there a? I don't have a good place to put stuff I know. Dang.
You can use the front page.
Yeah, background, I guess.
Does
No.
Hilton know the family name?
What's that?
Does Hilton know my family name?
Let me see. Yeah, if you
Here, I'll just
bio
make-
and info and you click edit, bio and info will have...
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I always forget about that page.
Yeah, because if there's nothing
'cause
there, it
it's-
doesn't look like anything.
Yeah, bio and info. There we go. Hilldeep. And what was her full name? Hilda Hilldeep?
No.
Dia Hildy.
That's
Dia
ridiculous.
Hilldeep?
Who would name a Hilda Hilldeep?
I don't know. Me? Dia Hilldeep.
Hildeep trading from a different shire.
Yeah, they know. They know the Blue Gardens. I've heard the name.
Do they respect the Blue Gardens?
Absolutely not. They know about it. They acknowledge that you are halflings and also from a shire. That's as good
Okay.
that's as good as you're gonna get here.
All right. So I learned at least one piece of information. That's good. Hilda Hilldeep. All right.
No.
Dia Hilldeep. Oh no.
Cousin Hilldeep.
Gamlin cannot get a name correct.
Cousin Hilda.
Cousin Hilda. It's been a long time. How's the Shire?
I don't know you.
We're from the Shire. I'm your cousin, since I'm assuming we are roughly the same age. Since I can see you clearly right now, and I'm going to estimate. It's been a long time. How's things?
She becomes
How's the
offended.
Shire?
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing that you've learned, you've learned that there is a dwarf here named Nogaxe, Nogggaxe. You do not believe that is his real name.
Gnoggaxxe.
Nogggaxe. Nogaxe.
Oh,
Is it safe to assume these are things I know being with the caravan?
Yeah. Although you might not.
I just want to make sure I'm jotting them down for a reason.
You may not have figured out this next piece.
Okay.
You have learned that Nogax's rare and exotic striped land horses are actually just normal horses that he has to paint every couple days because, the paint chips off or flakes off.
Oh. Okay.
And
so his
to,
rare and
traveling
exotic
caravan.
striped land horses?
Yeah. Would you say, Riley?
I was just saying, in true traveling caravan origin, the paint's probably not animal safe.
No, probably not. Nogax and the Axe Trades Co. Sell cured meats, smoked cheeses from the most exotic of land animals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's a lot there if you're hungry. Where's the third piece? And I just earmarked the 3 because I have tons of information for all of these people because they were just for a
All
campaign
right.
that I never ended up running.
Oh, I'm so glad
Gotcha.
we get to use it.
Right? No prep is wasted.
Yeah, it's perfect. So I know I've met Dia Hilldeep, who's the matriarch of the Hilldeep Trading, is from a different shire. There's a dwarf named Nogax, probably not his real name, but his rare and exotic striped land horses are just painted and must be repainted every few days. And the Axe Trades Co. sell cured meats and cheeses from the most exotic of land animals.
That's exactly.
Did I get
The
that?
first one was me, though. I was
What?
the first, right?
You were the first what?
You cut out. I didn't hear you there.
You learned 3 things. That was only 2 of them, right?
Yeah, there's one more.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Why? What did you think the 3 were?
I
The
thought I was the
horses
first
aren't
one.
real, and I thought that the horses were just painted and that he sells cheeses are 2 different things.
No.
Oh, cool.
You don't have to work very hard to find out he sells meats and cheeses. He tries to sell you meat and cheese.
I
Oh,
have no money,
scandalous.
good sir, but I'm assuming they are phenomenal meats and cheeses.
He sells that one product that's just like a sausage with a cheese in the middle of it.
Oh,
Oh,
And thinks he
I mean,
invented that.
Gamlin would eat it,
yeah.
but Gamlin would eat
In
anything.
this world, he definitely invented it. Yeah. So finally, Fiazza, you're. I'm actually going to flip it. You're going to run into Uncle Gamlin, probably not willingly, but Uncle Gamlin.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to like skirt a corner,
Uh-huh.
and he just immediately calls my name as soon as he sees me.
Well, and it's because like Uncle Gamlin rarely, if at all, drinks, which is extremely disappointing because I picture him as like a massive functioning alcalholic.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't
Except for
drink.
when he isn't.
He's just like that. He's like that without drinking.
Because
He's drunk on life.
he is drunk on life, yeah. Because Viter Goseth, a gnome professional failed con man, who desperately needs a job and is willing to do anything, just came off trying to do some work for Mr. Igaro. I pronounced it wrong the first time, Igaro, and happened to bump into Uncle Gamlin, who I imagine will listen to pretty much any story.
Yep.
And they've been going on and on for a while, talking and comparing notes.
Mm-hmm.
So, Uncle Gamlin, are you interested in having a gnomish friend to help with your grift you're running here?
Who said I was trying to pull a grift?
I mean, it's Uncle Gamlin.
I mean, he tries to be on the up and up. He'll just help whatever. If this guy's in need, though, he'll help him out.
Yeah, this guy's struggling. He basically would explain. He's like,
Yeah.
well, I don't wish to be a bother, but you have to understand we expect to turn a bit of coin in each town we go to Mr. Igaro, and he seems to have nothing but like parchment and paper. He's like,
All right.
the goods aren't selling as much as they used to. I tried to, splash some coffee and some tea on some of them and sell them as genuine treasure maps, but people said that they were illegible, which makes sense because I cannot write.
That would be a real problem. You know who I know who can write? If only Fiona were here.
Who is
Good
Fiona?
Fiona Blue Badger. She's the greatest.
And then
She's my cousin.
around the corner comes Fiazza, and then immediately turns around to go back the other
Does
direction.
not, in fact, want
Speak
this.
of the devil. Oh, Fiona. Oh, this is her right here. Come on. Oh,
Miss,
Fiona,
Miss
you
Blue
can read and
Badger,
write.
Miss Blue Badger,
Yes.
could you help me?
Fiona, it's been such a long time. I'm glad you survived that horrible
Peter
fire.
knows me. He knows my name.
Right, but in this instance, he's it's just all the drama. He's just excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my good new friend here, who I treasure his friendship dearly. I also need to cough because I just swallowed wrong. One moment.
Go, Seth.
I'm gonna hold. How did you find me?
What do you mean?
Why are you here?
Oh, so well, basically, I almost died, but then I was rescued. You remember all of our clones from the boat, the slab boat? They rescued me.
I'm just like.
And I took them
Be a little
to
bit
Hog
more
City,
quiet.
which
Like,
they love.
where-
It's their favorite city, and I found
We
them
weren't on a
jobs as
boat.
dock workers.
There was no boat.
Yeah,
was
oh
this
yeah,
boat?
the boat. And then I'm glad I got off of it because it was on fire at the end of it or something, it looked like. And you were on there along with Finn, who I don't have a fake name for, and that other guy who I think did some really bad things. Anyway, so I found them jobs, and then I decided to follow the river south, I believe is the direction, but I would know that because I'm good with directions. And then I saw this. I also
Okay.
have no money or anything but the clothes on my back. I gave it all to the clowns.
Miss Blue Badger, we need money.
Well,
It's
we need skills to make
You
money.
know me. It's Fiazza.
Yes, very good. Fiazza, we need some money.
Anyway,
Give me the money.
so you can read and write. So you may be able to write things upon these parchments that people may want to buy with their money.
what would they want to buy if most of these people can't read or write?
Well, make it very
oh.
easy then. Make it something simple.
And or we could do artwork, I guess, but
Are we gonna
I
do
don't know.
caricatures?
We could do caricatures. We'll draw really big, silly versions of people doing exaggerated versions of normal everyday activities, like farming and people
More
don't
farming.
and more farming.
Dig
like
underneath
farming
the
rice.
man with the smell lines. That's where the treasure is.
Wait a second. I don't know if the treasure map thing is gonna work.
Oh, so you're just saying just draw things.
If only Finn was here to help us come up with a good plan.
I need to finish putting my things together. Like
I will go and help you. I'll join you. Let's go. Well, I know his name. Let's go, Vigo.
Peter. What's his name?
You said you
Vigo.
both know me. Vitar
It's
Gosa.
Yes.
I put Viter Gosef.
Well, I'm insulted.
I put
I'm
it in
coming
his
along
Vitar
anyway.
Stoget. That's why you're the best, Vigo.
It's not my name.
We're gonna call you Vic. Everybody
No,
gets a shorthand name.
His name is Vitar. There's no K
I'm
in it.
cool with Vitar.
Vitar.
Right. So Finn, do you want to be at the caravan of cages, or are you in town?
Yeah, I think cut to Finn and Dope Sarah over by the caravan and stuff, and Finn is trying to, I guess, like just flag down some of the people who are kind of like interested in scoping out the caravan and stuff, and Finn's just like, "You there, sir? That's a lovely watch you're wearing."
And he,
I'm kind of like,
yes, thank you.
I bet you 2 pennies. I can tell you where you got that watch. And he pulls out like 2 pennies in his hand.
And the guy he goes, "Oh, part of the entertainment? Sure, okay, yes."
You got that watch on your wrist.
And the guy grumbles and gives you 2 pennies.
Alright. It takes the pennies, and now that they know like where his wallet is and stuff, I want Dope Sarah to swipe that off of him.
Okay. Yeah. So what's the trick here? You like now you play nice with him? You're like, I'm sorry, I have to do that sort of thing? Or do you keep egging him on to keep him distracted?
They just keep him like distracted. It's all part of this show and everything, just like bar tricks.
Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah. Do you want to roll for Dope Sarah? Or do you want me to?
You can roll, it's fine.
All right.
I don't know what your stats are. Hopefully it's like 3 points in stealing.
Yeah, she does not have 3 points in skullduggery, but she does. Well, Lord Veldammer did, but she has 1.
Oh no.
I mean, it's better than none. I'll give her a +10. You're working pretty hard here to. How do we do?
That's a hit.
Is it? Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
10.
it's
Nice.
under 7. Yeah.
Hey.
Squid,
I mean, even without it, it would be under 63.
Well, the skill is only. Oh, right. Yeah, skullduggery 10 and modifier 10. You're right.
About a 10. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So she is able to lift the wallet. She vanishes out of sight. All right, Riley. 1, 2, or 3.
3.
Okay, and then Tristan. 1 or 2.
2.
Okay, so if it's a 2, it's silver. If it's 3, it's gold. Oh,
Ooh.
only pennies. All right, Amanda, roll 3d12.
Okay.
So now we've gotten the penny slots, the penny wallet, and
So 15 more
15
pennies.
pennies.
Apparently, this guy just made his purchase, or he was smart enough not to bring anything he wasn't willing to lose to the caravans here. So little coin
Lame.
little coin purse more than a wallet, but it's gone.
Oh,
I
well.
mean, we cater to all levels of wealth.
Right, absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're sort of, fumbling around here quickly, I might say, do you hear your former party members, or do they spot you? What's the catch up there?
Yeah, I feel like we're now looking for the exotic cheeses and meats.
Oh,
I feel
right.
like
Now you got a
kind
Yeah.
of
little.
come across.
Now you got some coins to rub together.
Yeah, might as
May
well
as well.
spend these useless pennies on meats and cheese.
Yeah, the Nagax Trading Co. definitely has a lot of different things. He actually, I'm gonna say he takes a shine to you, and he offers you. He's like, "You want to see what I got in the back of the truck?"
You know I do.
He goes, "Come on." And you think he's got a peg leg, but you're not 100% sure because he's got very baggy pants on.
Gosh, I hope he's got a single hot dog.
It's one really, really long hot dog.
It's like, well, it used to be my leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
So in the back of his caravan, right? So the caravan of cages, the way I wrote it was that like you basically, it was gonna be a couple page module, but it had a few caravans that were always the same, but then otherwise you randomized it.
Hmm.
So like there's a lot of like weird, really weird things that can just get like snapped in and snapped out, right? And without really worrying about it. So everybody's like extremely disparate, but that's why there's a lot of different trading companies, because a lot of them, just sort of like send representatives to be part of it, right? It's like this traveling festival. So in the back of his caravan in particular, right? Most of them they have to do storage and also sleeping. So you can see that there's like a cot, right? And then like a bit of a like a drop curtain or some sort of like thing on a rail to like separate you from the rest of the stuff. But he's just got this really short wooden barrel. Looks like it was chopped in half, right? And it's just got this extremely like preternaturally dark water, right? And it's churning,
oh,
even though it's only 2 feet. 2 feet.
2 feet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And he's like, go on,
What
take
is it?
go on, take a guess.
Uh,
Muscle fish?
eh, is there something in there? Is it just magical swirling water?
No, if I had magical selling water, you think I would sell meats and cheeses?
Uh,
I would bottle little bits of it with glitter and sell it.
Ooh, that would sell really good. I'd buy that.
I don't know. I,
Dwarf bathwater.
oh, I hear there's a market for that.
Yes. No, in here, and he like almost touches the water, but he doesn't quite touch the water. He's like, you're right, because he's like, "Duh, duh." He goes, carp cheese.
Ugh.
Carp cheese.
Carp cheese.
Carp?
Made
How
with
do you
made
how do you get cheese from a carp?
made by real carp.
He's milking carps.
No, they are making the cheese. They're not producing the milk.
They're making the cheese.
Yes.
This is so.
So is it like a mozzarella pole, but it's also got carp in the water?
Yeah.
So it's got a fishy flavor to it.
It's
Oh,
fish
that's
cheese.
terrible.
Fish cheese.
Oh
Okay, wait.
God.
Carp cheese.
So exotic. This is
Oh,
so
jeez.
lucrative.
You must have the cheese, yes.
Of
No.
course, exotic and rare, right?
Yeah, and he just like, oh, who am I kidding? He's just got suspenders on. He doesn't have his shirt, and he just dives in there, right? And then like the
Very arm
churning,
and all.
yeah, the churning turns into like a violent thrashing as he's like getting tossed around, right? And he's like, "Come on, you!" And there's like all kinds of obscenities that we cannot repeat. We
Oh
mercifully cut
boy.
away.
Oh god.
Where do we find Fiazza and Uncle Gamlin?
I'm just following Fiazza on whatever she's doing and trying to find any sort of job I can assist with so I can have a hay bale to sleep in and I don't know, like a sausage link to eat.
So here, I got a task for you.
All right, you
Go
got it,
look.
Fiona. Fiazza.
One of my good friends here. His name is Naaman Nessov.
Naaman Nessov.
Tell him I said if there's like something bottom of the barrel we still need. Like we're full up
Naaman.
most ways, but maybe they can squeeze something for you just to get him away from me.
You got it. Naaman Nessov. Namonnesssof.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on, I can post it.
I put N-A... It's like Raymond with an N and Nessoff. Neseuff. It's probably
Just
not right.
phonetically spell whatever
Fish
people's names
cheese.
are.
Naaman
Yeah,
Nessov.
as they're pronounced is how I'm shorthanding it.
All right. And I'd ask for like a description of him so I can
He's like
somewhat.
the only elf here.
Okay, you got it. All right.
Look for the tall one.
All right. I will go around and look and say that I'm like if anyone asks, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm looking for a name and Nassau for important
Don't
business.
say we're related. Just say you know me.
My cousin
We're
Fiazza,
not.
my
We're not
niece
about nepotism.
Fiazza.
No nepotism
We are
here.
related. Can you prove or not?
No, it's not about relation. It's about nepotism.
Don't worry.
If you
I
know
wouldn't
we're
do
related,
anything of the sort.
yeah, but this is you got this or you
I
got
mean,
nothing.
yeah, I'm also but I'm related to everyone. I'm related to Dia Hilldeep to Hilda Hilldeep too. So don't worry about that. If I'm related to everyone, I can't be nepotistic.
I'm just thinking about how I have to talk to Naaman about this later.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna look for Naaman Nessoff and say that my niece Fiazza sent me saying that he should have any sort of bottom of the barrel work for me.
Right.
Yeah, those words.
I feel like
Yep.
the only thing you were supposed to do is not say you were related.
Yep.
So, cool.
Why would I lie?
It's not about lying. It's omitting the truth.
No idea.
Or
No idea.
not
All
truth.
right, Fiazza sent me. I'm assuming she would really drill this in.
Yeah, I like it. It's nothing against you, Gatlin. It's the whole like the thing we got going
No,
here.
I
Like
get it. You hate
there's
your
a
own uncle.
hierarchy.
I'll go
and, like,
ask Naaman
I
and say that
treat them like a
friend Fiazza, told me to look for work.
Okay, you
I'll
can tell him
remember
I'm your
this.
cousin. You can tell him I'm your niece. That's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's
You know
what.
what? Now I'm gonna say that we're just friends.
Yeah,
Alright.
he's like,
I'll go.
I don't trust it.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Rather
I'm gonna
be
go up to Naaman and say that my friend Fiazza sent me to get some. I believe she put it any sort of bottom of the barrel work to get him away from me.
I didn't
Or
say
me away
that
from
part.
her. She heavily implied that part.
He looks you up and down once, and let me make sure I'm doing this one right. Yeah. He looks you up and down once, and he does this. He nods. He says, "Come on."
You got it.
You go inside the caravan.
Gladly.
Is
I'm gonna
Peter
get
following him?
murdered.
Yeah. We cut back to Finn. Do you eat the cheese?
I'll smell the cheese first. Lick the cheese.
You
Can you
lick it?
afford the cheese?
Lick the cheese.
You lick the cheese?
I date the cheese.
Yeah. The cheese has a subtle
Licks you back.
tang of yeah, like fishy flavor, but it is not
Subtle?
altogether repulsive. Yeah, because it's like still fresh and like briny.
Oh,
Yeah.
almost like a cheese
Like
curd.
salty
Yo.
sta-
Whoa.
Methalian?
Yay.
Methalian, did I say that right? You came at the right time.
Uh.
We're taste testing fish cheese.
Woo!
Enjoy.
Little
It's
taste
carp
of
cheese. Please don't leave now.
It's like I can imagine it like cheese curds with like a fish stick
Yeah.
taste to it.
Yeah,
Usually, the stinkier the cheese, the better it tastes.
exactly. And it's
Supposedly.
actually not terribly stinky, but it definitely has the air of a stinky cheese and also a fish smell.
Briny.
Yeah, hyper
Hype cheese.
Woo!
cheese.
There's a hyper cheese. What?
What? I want hyper cheese.
I actually
We
don't-
all want
I
hyper
actually
cheese.
don't think that's still going on because this month
Yeah.
is September. I always do it wrong. I always say Subtober, but it's not.
Yeah, this is all I have.
Yeah, which one did you get?
Gravity. Oh, there's a stinky cheese emote that I might have.
Yeah.
Nice. Stinky
You got
cheese.
the stinky cheese.
Yeah, the stinky cheese and the fish emoji are pretty good.
I do like the fish one.
Yeah, I like the fish.
Sabapin.
I like the fish one. I like the frog one a lot.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh no, just my broken mouse is fighting me here.
Just clicking things. Fish.
Yep.
Where's the fish?
This it's Saba Ping. SABA.
I don't know what that
It
one
doesn't have
means.
fish in the name, which is odd.
Whoa. That's a lot of cheese. Okay.
Yeah. My computer's a bit glitchy. Mainly the mouse.
That's
I think
fine.
you're onto
Looking for
something.
mouse
This,
sponsors.
this cheese could really sell.
Yes, is good.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I can send you with
How does he make it?
you gotta work the cheese up pretty good. And then when the fish is sleeping, yes, cram it
Yeah.
inside him.
Oh,
And then they swim around angrily for a day or two, and then yuck up the cheese. Yuck!
ah,
Oh.
so it's like churning
Yes,
at a high rate.
yes.
So it's a fermented cheese, similar to like bees and honey.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that was the idea. Bee cheese? No,
Or
it's good.
Bee cheese.
Fish cheese.
Like
I do love bee cheese.
it's like that. Oh, but it's also like a beer cheese because in a lot of like fermentation of alcohols they use weird like balu or whatever it's called, which is from I think fish. It's weird stuff.
I'll send you with a little. You sell it,
Wonderful. Thank you.
bring
Of
back
course.
some money. We have a deal.
Sounds good to me.
Fish cheese. Nogax. Axe trading.
Nogak fish cheese.
Right. Nogax fish cheese. Branded the term carp cheese.
Carp cheese.
Carp cheese. All right. We'll do this. I think we're in business. This is good.
Fiaza. Let's snap back over to you.
Yeah, I'm back at like my stand. It's now set up. It's got its nice little table and it's got one of those really thin, tall kind of like tent things.
Mhm.
That
Very-
it's like I'm inside the tent, but you're not.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So you can
So
can
it's
appear
like
from
I'm
the
invisible.
darkness and
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And I'm uh at this point in the night, I'm just sitting in this is me waiting for lovely people to come up and give me their money for fortune.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and roll 2d6 minus 1.
I gotta make money for
Yeah.
fish cheese.
Yeah, so you get 6 silver from your night of telling fortunes.
Nice.
Do you have any mean to read a fortune at hand?
What do you mean?
Like, do you either have like a fortune reader or tarot cards or anything in front of you?
I have nothing on my side, unfortunately.
Okay.
I tried to look up a generator,
Yeah. Well, I can get.
but if you want to
Yeah,
drag out your fancy cards again,
yeah, I can.
I also have tarot cards if y'all need.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got some too.
everyone's prepared
Yeah.
but me.
All right.
What if we all just grab one from our decks?
That's right. We'll do.
I also have a Taroka deck.
All right, I'm gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
grab
We'll
one.
each do
Oh.
one. Everybody do one.
All right.
We'll do a reading. We'll do a.
What is everyone?
We'll do.
Huh? Like what is like one person past, one person present, one
Yeah.
person
We'll
future?
we'll do like a beginning, middle, end
Okay.
of the session.
All
We'll
right.
do Dave is beginning, Tristan is middle, and Riley is in the end in the position that you guys volunteered.
Right.
Okay. Makes sense. I'm just giving him a good shuffle.
I have 11 gold, 14 silver, and 29 brass pennies.
Holy crap! You're loaded.
Got my fancy Dragon Age tarot cards.
Nice. I got
Ooh,
myself
nice.
a Knight of Swords reversed. Let's see.
All right. I just have.
Before you start this,
Yeah.
I think what I would like is if this is like end of the day, like when I'm done doing my readings and before I break down, this is like not for a customer, but like just for a general feel of the rest of the night.
Sure.
Okay. So you got Knight of Swords reversed. I got the Moon not reversed.
Nice.
Ooh. I got the Hermit reversed.
Oh,
no.
that's so good. Sorry, I'm very envious of the
The beautiful artwork
Dragon
from
Age.
Dragon
well
Age
of the because you
Inquisition.
cannot find those for like anything less than like $60-$70. It's all secondhand.
All right. So
I think
we got inertia, unproductiveness, stubbornness, a fearful enemy, and impulsive creativity.
In the middle,
The start of our.
whereas in the middle we have hidden enemies, danger, calamity, or calumny, CALUMNY,
Yeah.
darkness,
Calamity.
terror, deception, and error.
Ooh.
Ooh, if only that had been reversed.
yeah. I'm trying to find mine.
And the Hermit inverted. I might have it.
Ooh. Loneliness, paranoia, isolation.
Well,
Nice.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Is that yeah, reversed for the Hermit, I'm seeing concealment, disguise, policy, fear, unreasoned caution.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of interpretations, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, this is just my little cheat sheet in the back of the pack.
Yeah, that's what I
I feel
do
like
too.
we're gonna have a bad night.
Yeah. I'd be wary if I were you.
So you're doing that reading, Fiazza, right? And right as you're kind of like internalizing it all and going, okay, so we're talking about unproductiveness and a fearful enemy. Then what was yours, Tristan?
Mine
Darkness?
was the Moon, which had some not great stuff on it.
Yeah.
Hidden enemies, danger, darkness, terror, deception, error.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Riley, how did yours finish it up?
Um, I just closed it out too.
Sorry.
Fearful enemies, deception, and it was along the lines of paranoia, right?
Jeez.
I
Yeah,
think so.
Nice. So
Yeah.
consistent right
yeah.
across the board.
Isolation,
Oof.
loneliness, withdrawal.
Right? And that is when our sometimes ally, the jester known as, where'd it go? Conrad?
I think
Credence.
Conrad.
Credence Redding.
Credence.
Credence
Oh.
Redding walks up, puts down a wooden coin that has been painted gold, right? Just clacks it on the table, and he says, "Is it time?"
Uh,
For what?
He goes, "Where's your cousin?" He told me to meet him here.
He has not shown yet. And I'll take his wooden gold coin.
could I conveniently start scrolling up?
Yeah, you got a small little barrel of fish cheese.
Yeah, I think there'd be like the gentle breeze with like the picturesque farm behind him and a little like twang of an acoustic guitar, and he's just talking about like
Fish
these
smell like.
fish like born and raised in the high mountains and
Right,
just
you're just figuring out like what's the sales pitch. What are people gonna?
yeah, it's that cheesy like they give you their entire backstory with some soft-spoken old guy and his dog next to him. Like,
Well,
How
my father and his father before him spent their lives perfecting the art of making fish cheese. And so
hard family
I've
for
lived my life
generation.
making fish cheese, and I'm gonna pass on the family business making fish cheese to my son and his son after him,
Finn Junior.
Finn Jr. and Finn Jr. Jr.
Infinity
My name is
Junior.
Gil.
So what did you say, Fiazza? Because you said he hasn't shown himself yet. You take the coin.
Oh, if he's like in the distance, like there's very few like we're a traveling carnival, but there's only a few people that actually play like their instrument well. So just point off and like that sounds like him over there.
Yeah, and he turns and he says, "I don't suppose we'll all fit in there, will we?"
I mean, not comfortably. If I shuffle my table out a little bit more, maybe.
Finn the fourth, Finn the V.
What?
Squid was talking in chat. I just thought it was funny.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. We cut to all of you uncomfortably in the tiny little tent. There's not really any place to sit, but everybody's kind of trying to act like they're comfortable, leaning on something. He's like,
I'm fine.
goes, everything's all set. I heard from Piers 2 nights ago. He's finally making it into town. It seems that there was some sort of issue getting off the boat. Took him a lot longer to make it into town than he expected.
Is Gamlin
What?
here, or am I still off doing something else?
No,
With
you've all been brought back in.
Oh, that would probably be the bullet hole in the boat. Yes.
A bullet hole in a boat.
Yeah. I mean, it makes about as much sense as a boat carrying an entire vault. So,
Struggle getting away. Yeah.
yep. He got there.
Yeah, my man Piers always gets away. He's had a
Yeah, but
real talent
do we
for this.
like here?
Are you asking your party?
I'm whispering it to Finn.
Wait, what did you
But it's-
whisper?
Like, do we even like Pierce?
No, but we've never
I'm not
liked
a
Pierce.
fan.
I don't care. He's just got the money.
I mean, I think that's just how it goes. You don't ever really like the people. They pay you. I'm here too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
What are you doing here?
to be
Trying to kill
clear,
him.
right? Like, who flipped Finn? I think, right? Finn, or was it Gamlin that made the deal with Credence?
Finn.
That was Finn. I've never met this guy
Okay.
Yeah, we did the all or nothing
Yeah,
bet.
yeah. So
with the
Credence put
loaded
a
dice.
deal uh with Credence Redding, like on the line for he staked all of his money. So Credence owes Finn, like participation in this job.
Hmm.
So if you guys want to, want to change that up, like beat him up now or something, you can.
I mean, I'm
No.
not gonna
I
stop
don't
and
know.
stand in
Yeah.
the way of it. I don't
This
have any
this
reason
is
to do
Finn's
that.
thing.
I don't want to be mean.
As long as Pierce is nice to us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
Piers doesn't know
I
about
don't think he's
this.
gonna be nice to you, Gamlin.
I mean, in my defense, I drowned. He lived.
You're still here though.
Am I though? That was sheer luck.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna work with Pierce, so you guys
I
can do
mean,
whatever you want.
oh, I'm not gonna like stop you. I'll join in. I just want to try and get some of that money to like people who aren't super rich.
How about you just not show your face to Pierce, though?
You
Be
you
our
think
shadow.
I'm the first? You think I'm the first person to have worked with him and tried to shoot him?
No, but
He's like,
I don't want to exude any more effort than I need to.
I
yeah, and he
guess.
sort of looks at you. He's like, so the bullet shot was from you then?
Oh yes. He was escaping
We're
with the money, and I
on
wasn't in on this deal at that point. I was gonna try and swim after him and convince him to like take all that he could carry. I bring the rest of the money and divide it up a bunch of people. Say, oh, I caught him and he got away, but everyone thinks, oh, all the money's been returned. No one's gonna go after him to try and like get all the money back.
Would have been a pretty good idea if we hadn't been planning this for months.
Well,
See,
how was I supposed to know? You didn't tell us.
well, you weren't part of the deal, but here's the thing. There's a piece of this puzzle that you didn't understand, and that we didn't. Yeah, we didn't either.
The clowns.
No. Who?
The I don't know.
What?
It's been a long month.
Piers is the one that set Veldammer up to get grabbed by the Inquisition.
Wait, Valdemar got grabbed, but Valdemar wasn't there.
Exactly. And we go, well, how did Valdemar get away? Why is Valdemar here on the boat? It was just supposed to be Piers's job, and I was going to help him get away with the money, and it would have been no issue. But then Valdemar shows up. Because he was the kid. We found that
Yeah,
out later, but at the time.
Yeah, whatever happened to that child?
Oh,
I do
somebody
not believe I know this.
somebody killed him.
God damn it. What happened to the cloak?
The what?
Oh, the kid had a magical cloak that could disguise anyone wearing it as Lord Valdamar.
That would have been useful.
I know, right? I was gonna try and get a hold of it if something happened to the kid, since I was maybe worried someone might, I don't know, try and turn him in for the ransom.
Surely Haruka has it.
Oh
Probably.
gosh, I forgot about her. Yeah, she killed like a lot of
Everyone.
people.
so many people.
Uh, a lady who murders. That's the important bit.
Gotcha.
So what's our role in this?
Not much. Really, you're just getting well, not you two, certainly, but Finn gets a cut. Says
Yeah.
I staked some of my claim against his, being greedy, like I do a lot. Terrible business. Really, just help us make sure we get out of the town okay.
Okie doke.
Piers had to make a few deals, had to put the money through a couple different accounts, and you're gonna show up and be some extra muscle tonight, and everything goes well, you get a cut.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, and then I'm planning to transition this scene, but unless somebody else wants to do something, your new gnomish friend. What the heck was his name? Gosa.
Beater.
Yeah, Vitir.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Fight
right.
on.
He's like, I've done it. I finally got. And he's like, who's that guy? Right, and he turns and
Oh,
grabs a knife.
don't hurt him. He's a good friend of mine.
It's like, how many people are you bringing to
Don't
this? You're
you
all
like
only getting the same
I-
cut. You're not splitting it up more and more.
I mean, oh no, that's fine. As long like don't worry. This is just like before when we were gonna do a heist on the boat and people kept coming into the room. Ah, those were the days, weren't they, guys? And then Dope Sarah was there, listening at the door, and then she broke the lock, and then the Inquisition showed up, and then Gamble jumped out the window. Oh, oh no, he's probably dead, isn't he?
All right.
Yeah.
So we cut, and I'm gonna let me snatch up our
Take-
tokens.
Floating in the water.
Oh, oh shoot. Ah, dang it. Oh, he was on the. Oh, he probably got mauled by an owl. I don't know about that, but something bad happened to him.
Yeah. Go ahead and drop in Jenny Green Teeth as Dope Sarah. Okay, we did it. Okay. Oh, it looks like I forgot to put in Piers as oh my goodness. Forgot to put Piers
Did the
as
gnome tag along, or is the gnome like? He's not a part of this, right?
I mean, he's trying to be.
I mean, I'm not getting any money out of it anyway, so I'm sure he'll volunteer and also just do it. Because to my knowledge, at the moment, my knowledge is Finn's getting paid, Fiazza gambling, and maybe this gnome are just volunteering to help out. I don't know, like a gold would be cool if it can be spared, but if not, that's understandable.
Sure.
Let's see.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention I gave all of my money to the clowns. Clone.
What is
Whatever.
wrong with you?
They needed things.
You also need things.
I mean, yeah, but I can get more things. Now, see, I got the better cut of the deal. I just don't have a place to live or a job or any possessions. They're stuck with stable work, all of my possessions, and homes.
Only gambling. Only gambling.
See, who really got the short end of the stick there?
Uh,
Oh, I think they also technically own a boat. Yeah. Oh, they could get into their own shipping business if they really wanted.
It's true.
They
I'm
all just
glad-
like live on the old boat, and it's just called the New Shire.
Shire.
All
Glad
right.
I taught them to navigate.
All right. So the party makes it to. Let's see. Did I name this stupid tavern?
Nico's place. No, wait.
Get out
Wrong,
of here.
wrong game. Wrong game.
Get out of here. Upon Yon Branch. That's what we named it. So you're able to scuttle over to Upon Yon Branch.
Mm-hmm.
And you're meeting Piers just out. I mean, not out front because that's a little, obvious, but like, around like the side alleyway. Is anyone doing anything in particular, or are you just gonna let your guy here bring it on in?
Howdy, Pierce.
Right, and he's just like, you better not have a gun.
Yeah. Oh no, I gave that away to the clowns.
Okay. And
Just the clothes on my back.
right, and he turns and looks at Redding, and he's like, "Why? Why them?" And he's like, "Okay, so you know how sometimes when you get you get winning, you get excited, and then you start losing, and you're like, well, like it's time to double down. And Pierce is just like nodding and shaking his head, and it's like, okay. And
Well,
then
you
he's like,
said,
I bet on red, and then Finn here's a really good gambler.
and you said you didn't know me, and I wanted to change that.
So you're looking for a cut then?
I wasn't expecting it, not really, no. I mean, if there's like a gold or two, but if not, that's understandable.
So,
Piazza chimes in that I am actually looking for a cut.
fine.
I'll be honest about it.
Because if we make it out of here tonight, alive, in one piece, yeah, there's some money around.
Does it have to be One Piece?
I
I
have to be
can't
in one
account for
piece. I don't really care if you are.
You
Fine.
can't blame the guy.
We have options. Right now,
Alright.
there's only 2 in there. They don't know you. If you can go in and look unassuming, we can get some people. Yeah, you got to know when to hold them. We can get some people on the inside. Maybe be ready in case there's a jump off. You understand?
So wait, what exactly are we doing here?
Well, I took out a bit of an advance to make sure I had everything sort of lined up. The Inquisition is all well and good. They don't mind going after the bad guys, especially when you have proof, like we did for Valdammer. That was really convenient for them. But it turns out when you sell out your boss, who's a bad guy that's doing a lot of cloning and illegal operations and,
He has a clone.
illegal mining, the Inquisition actually takes all of that money. So then we had to get creative very quickly. In comes the Ruby of the Rivers on its journey, a lot of money in a casino. Whoops, something bad happened. I got away with it all. And that was the whole plan. So I made a deal with the Van Beckeliers. And now they want... Well, and of course I'm going to give them some of the money. I just lied about how much money there was because I wanted the money. And then they called my bluff. And then I talked to Redding over here, who was supposed to go find us some reliable men to make sure that we could... to take all... Yeah, no one expects the Inquisition to take all the money, but it definitely happened. And now you're pretty well caught up. That's the whole thing. I stole from my boss, who was bad, tried to keep the money, but I had to have backing to get the money. So now you're going to help make sure
that you get the money.
And then you'll get a little.
So, okay.
A little?
But we don't have to
Yes.
This sounds like a great plan as long as nobody is getting hurt or violent.
Well, like I said, do you want to get in there, one or two of you, before it pops off?
Sure, as long as it is okay that I have no weapons nor fighting skills.
Are you good with a knife?
I used to have a knife.
And he gives you a knife.
Ah, shitty knife. I love it.
And he grabs you with the other hand, right?
I will not stab you in the back, literally or metaphorically.
In my back at the end of the night, I swear.
I will not. Hey, when I shot you, I was looking you dead in the eye.
Yeah, when you shot me, you
Shot
missed.
at
So
you.
let's keep that up. Better yet, don't shoot me.
I don't have a gun. That'll be very easy.
Cut to like a half hour later.
I
All right,
stab
I will-
at thee with the fury of 1,000 blades.
No, I'll take the knife and attempt to like conceal it a little bit if it's just like a knife. I have hand-me-down clothes and worn shoes.
Why
Secondhand
don't we
clothes.
send
Top shoes.
like it'll be Gamlin and Vitar. They're friendly enough people. They can go in
That's
first.
a good idea. We can
Nice.
discuss what. And this is a tavern, correct? That we just need to
Yeah.
distract the tavern people.
Yeah, it's more of a bar, but yeah.
Alrighty, sounds like a plan. I will go in and order a non-alcoholic beverage.
Because,
You're gonna get a dirty cup of water.
yeah.
Worth it.
Okay.
Did you see what happened last time I drank?
All right, so
That was
let's see
the
what we
next day.
got.
All that crap happened.
We got stealth. We got charm, disguise, guile. Maybe guile. Guile seems pretty accurate.
I have what would I don't suppose. So rolling guile or
Yeah, just acting natural.
all right. Like
And like
can I
keeping up the facade of a conversation.
I mean I can I like converse with like is there like a bartender or a guy like sitting at the bar?
Yeah, there's a few people in here.
All right. Can I like chat?
Yeah, you can definitely try.
Ooh, I'm gonna finagle. That would this count as gossiping or spinning a yarn or no?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, so rumor with a plus 20 if I can get the darn thing to. Why is. There we go. Oh my god. I need a new mouse.
It's going well, I
Uh,
see.
there we go. There we go. I'm
Nice. Okay, so you did a really good job, which is great
Mhm.
because so what are you talking about? Right? Like what
uh
beyond just
I
the blah blah
prob
blah, but
let's see. So like I've probably been to the city a few times trying to get like the local gossip, any like interesting news. You know how there's like always like the little things that's like are relatively mundane, but people like love to gossip about it. It's just real
sure.
fun. I'm
Okay.
trying to get that stuff, like the things that they're loving to get to tell someone about.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and you like get engrossed in whatever conversation's going on, right? It seems pretty straightforward and everything. And then, you kind of turn to look to just like keep an eye on what's going on. And Goseth is
Hmm.
seated at the bar and he's turned around completely. And you can see he's got like three whiskeys, right, that he's drank, right? Because he finishes them and turns them upside down, right? And he's got his fourth one and he's just shaking and he's staring at the two guys, just mean mugging them.
Oh,
Oh, dang it.
it's just gonna stab.
Pardon me, gents. My friend is very drunk. I will go over and attempt to talk him down, assuming that he is a mean drunk.
Yeah, I mean he's
Um,
next to you. He's just
oh, if he,
staring at
oh,
the
he's next to me.
guys,
All right.
making it just
I'll
a little
probably
too
like,
obvious.
yeah, I'll probably like mutter, like quietly enough that it's like I don't want him to hear, but I want the two guys to hear. It's like I'm very sorry. He's a nasty drunk. I tell him he shouldn't do this. One moment, and try and like turn around and be like, "What are you doing? You getting drunk like right now? Getting
Yeah.
violent and all shaky.
So
What are you doing,
so
guy?"
go ahead and give them a bluff, guile,
Bluff.
deception, right? Something.
I believe that would be guile. That feels about right.
Because like
Uh,
you have no reason to think he's an angry drunk, and I
I
think you
mean,
just blew the cover.
alrighty. And I believe that would be just at a straight zero, or do I have a penalty?
Um, I'll go for a 0 right now.
All right. That's a success.
Okay. Right. So, uh, Gregory and Connor of the Van Beckelier gang, right, are just like staring at you and they said, "You better tell your friend to turn around and mind his own business. Or you're not going to
Friend.
have anybody to talk to."
That's a very valid point. And I'll turn to him and I'll kind of like look him dead in the eye, just sort of staring down. And it's like, I believe they would prefer if you were to, and I quote, turn around and mind your own business. We don't
Right.
want to mess with them.
It's like I get very nervous before a conflict.
There's not gonna be any. Just don't worry about it.
Those guys look scary. And
Yeah, well, we're not.
there's a dog
Well,
out back.
don't worry about it.
I got
This isn't
bit by
gonna
a dog
be-
when I was a kid.
I mean, that's
And I
understandable.
wasn't much smaller then than I am now.
That's understandable. Phobias are very real. Thankfully, no conflict is going to be happening on this fine evening. We are just enjoying, in your case, a way too alcoholic drink, and in my case, a fine, dirty water.
All right, we cut to the outside. So we've got Piers and also Redding, and then Dope Sarah, Finn, and Fiazza.
I think gnomes are like koalas.
Koalas.
They're born, they're very, very tiny, like jelly beans.
They
My God.
have to crawl all the way over to the alcohol.
Their mother's pouch. For sustenance.
This is getting a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
They gotta be small, right?
Yeah, they're definitely small.
Probably.
So like, is the whole thing like we're supposed to be distracting people or stealing something or like what? Like,
Just make
what
it.
are we really doing?
Yeah, so Piers would, has already explained it to you once, but he can explain it to you again. He's lying about how much money he made.
Yeah.
So he's trying to like pay off the gang and get through, the negotiations without hopefully being outflanked, without any confusion there.
Then why did we need to go inside?
Because the person who's in charge has not shown up yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's been.
And we're waiting outside for them to show up.
Which is why I'm just doing weird banter to try and pass the time.
Yeah,
Talking
does
about
anybody want?
jelly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does anybody want a scene there? Or are we good?
I just want to chat with the two guys and have a good night.
Can I cast my witch sight?
Yeah, what do you
Just
want
on the general area.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
I just want to see if there's anything funky around.
Sure.
Because it can detect magic. And
There's
we're in
a
a pretty
dog out
not
back.
area.
Okay. Yeah. So your intention is to cast Witch Sight. Are you channeling at all?
Nah.
Okay. Then do you get a bonus when it's just like the petty magic or whatever?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, roll your incantation. Let's see if it matters. Yeah, so you hit it, no trouble.
Cool.
It's not a crit. So you cast Witch Sight.
Yeah. And it just makes it like I can detect let me scroll up to it. After successfully casting the spell, I can visually determine if an object or person is imbued with magic. But I imagine that could be used in like a general sense, just if I glanced around.
Sure. Yes, in fact, you see two things that surprise you as you're kind of looking around and everything, right? When you scope out this whole place, there is an aura of something. It is not entirely clear what inside the well over here.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Right?
Where you just put a person?
Yeah.
Gonna be a creepy little girl crawling out of it.
That's fun.
And at an extreme distance, right?
Is that a dead bird?
What was imperceptible mere moments ago, right? Way high above the cloud cover, right? Are two swooping somethings.
What the heck?
What is that one on the left? This is terrifying.
They're both terrifying.
You said they got auras. Like, what color is their spirit?
Do you
evil.
Do you get that
Oh, God.
information?
I don't know. I imagine they're a color, right?
Probably.
If I can see them.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say that you detect all three as supernatural.
Okay. And I relay that information to my party. Like, there's some like weird stuff coming from that area, and then there's these things swooping around in the sky. Of magical origins. or
Right.
supernatural origin.
And you say that, and Piers just goes from like kind of standing, sort of humdrum, right? And he just like backs himself into a corner really fast. He's like, "What do you see? Where are they?" And he's like drawing his cloak up around him, and he's looking at the sky.
Yeah, they're, and I'm gesturing in the direction like, is this person we're meeting, like, are they normal? Are like,
It's like, I mean, is any mob like organization normal? No, but I didn't think they had swooping beasts in the skies. And what did you say?
do they got a reason to instead of meet you, kill you?
I didn't understand most of that. I'm sorry.
Instead of coming to meet you, do they have a reason to kill you instead?
Yes, I just told you I stole a lot more money than I said I did. That's the whole thing.
So are you confronting them instead of just running for it with the money?
Because then they know you're guilty if you lie and say, nope, this is, no, sorry, that's it. It was a low
Did you
night.
say they know
If they're
you're guilty anyway?
then they know you're guilty.
No, they have no reason to suspect me. I'm being honest. I'm very sneaky. Look at me. I tricked you for days.
No.
He got shot at.
I tricked you.
Well, is that someone go check out that well?
Yeah, one of you guys go check out that well.
You're really good at magic. Why don't you check out that well?
Yeah, really good at magic is like subjective though, right?
Have the jester check out the well.
He's got a larger claim in this than us. Go check it out.
Like, hell no, I ain't checking that well. Are you crazy? I'm not going to some demon
Okay,
well.
Draw straws.
I'll roll for it. Yeah, I'll roll for it. Hyrule gets an extra share and also has to go to the well. Yeah, I like that. We'll roll for those
It's an
two.
interesting.
We'll roll for
What are
those
we
two
rolling?
inside too.
Oh yeah, make one of them.
All right, what
Yeah, and he
We'll roll
points. He
for
says,
them.
"Finn, where are those cool dice of yours?"
All
You
right.
know, and I talk a little quieter. Like, we could just say we rolled our numbers and one of them rolled it.
Oh, but then someone has to go in.
mean,
I
it's
guess
like one
I
of
guess
us
I could.
can, like,
No, if I go in, then I have to tell them, and then they know that we're. So I'll go in and I'll lie, and I'll just order something at the bar real quick, something nice, something expensive. Sorry,
Yeah.
Piers. And then I'll just slip them a little note that says, "Sorry, you got to go check the well. We think there's money in it or something." Yeah.
If people just keep walking in and showing up and talking to these guys, well, they're also talking to those other guys. It might be a little suspicious.
It might be a little suspicious, but I'm just gonna slip a note. That's fine.
It's
well, we
really
don't know they're
fair
talking
way.
about guys. We can't see them, right?
What?
They're like, we can't see them, so we don't know they're talking to
Yeah, I
anybody.
don't know. There's somebody in there.
I thought that's why they went in there in the first place.
Just scope out and get the jump on them. You don't know the Van Balacleers.
I mean, clearly you guys don't either. If you didn't think they'd hire some magical swooping beasts
Well,
and a well monster.
and a well monster.
and a well monster.
Are we rolling the dice or are we telling them they have to do it?
Yeah, sure. Here, you guys can roll the dice. Have fun.
Well, you're in this too. It's all or nothing.
Finn will make sure he rolls last.
It's like, fine. All right.
What are we rolling?
We're rolling a 1 or 2.
2.
All right. High roll has to go.
Uh,
Ugh.
I think he did that last time too, didn't he?
He got a Finn
get-
got a 10 last time. He got an 8 last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of corruption.
Ooh, 6 on Fiaza.
okay, how much corruption do I get?
6.
Okay.
Finn, are you rolling?
Um,
Dope Sarah's got a roll too.
Oh, Dope Sarah. Yeah. Oh no, Dope Sarah.
I'll roll for Dope Sarah.
I'm gonna
Also, does
I was
Pierce
gonna
have to roll?
sleight of hand
No,
the dice.
No.
Piers isn't doing it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like,
Nope.
oh, these fucking dice. They're so heavy in my hand.
We're gonna roll for the other two before Finn rolls, since he says he's going last.
Well, do they want to roll, or do we roll for them?
Well, they're a part of this.
Yeah, but we're also not presently there, so someone else has to roll for us.
Um, I'll roll one if somebody rolls the other.
I'll roll the other.
Okay, I'll roll real
Nope.
quick.
I'll roll for.
So-
I'll roll for that strange gnomish fellow.
Aha!
I rolled-
Yay! Thank you.
All right, Finn, you have oh.
It's 22 like, corruption for that guy.
Right?
I
Crap.
got an automatic corruption because I'm at 12 now.
Yeah, me too. I'm at 22
Oh.
for.
Ooh, thank you for rolling
Oh
low
my
for
gosh.
gambling, though.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
I didn't
Amanda,
specify.
Shifty Shabby Gnome is gonna win.
Yeah,
all
Finn.
right.
Unless Finn gets a 12-2, and then you have to re-roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would be justice.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, what I wanted to do was like sleight of hand my regular
Mm-hmm.
like dice.
Yeah, you can try it.
I did, what kind of a roll is that?
I think it's a skull.
So I kind of want
Yeah, skullduggery.
skullduggery. Where is it?
And then you fail, and then in failing, you accidentally drop the corruption dice.
I mean, I might.
Mm-hmm. That's a success,
All
at
right,
least.
yeah. Yeah, you swap out the dice subtly.
All right. And then I'll take d6.
If only you had dice loaded for low rolls.
Wow.
Nice.
What I
You
mean,
made it. All right, who wants
Maybe
to
you
go in
do.
and tell that weird gnome guy that he's got to go check the well?
Are we rolling for it?
No. No, I don't know what's wrong with those dice. I got sick last time I rolled on them. I think they're cursed.
I'll go
I'm-
in.
Completely fine.
Lady might be a little bit more inconspicuous than a third man walking in the door.
That's true. I am rather ostentatious.
So I'll go in through the front entrance.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, you can swing around the other side. The bartender grumbles once. Raises a glass to you.
And I give him like a friendly acknowledgement.
Nice. Yeah, okay. So you walk around the room, I imagine. You make it look good.
Yeah, I do a look around before settling at a table that's kind of like I'll place myself. It's kind of like here.
Sure.
What's Gamlin and Vitar doing?
So
Are they still talking?
I'm talking to that guy. I'm assuming it would be awareness to see if I noticed Fiaza come
you
in.
definitely notice her.
Okay, all right. I don't know if that's good.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, I'd probably like give her a nod. It's probably not the best time, and just continue chatting with the two guys, trying to keep an eye on the gnome to make sure he stays calm, but just chat with the guys, like, yeah, just have a nice friendly conversation with these guys. I don't want to fight them. I would much prefer this be peaceful. Like,
Sure. Okay. So eventually, yeah, Fiaza, you're able to get your way over there. And what do you do?
So I'm playing it as like like fancy running into you two here. I saw you guys left the caravan, didn't know you came here, and start talking about like the little carnival in a broad sense of like making it clear, like I know them from a place.
Yeah.
They're not two sketchy guys.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I turn to Viter and I'm like, hey, yeah, Finn actually, like, I just ran into Finn outside. He'd love to see you before he heads out. If you want to go say hi.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea. You could use some air, bud.
Sure. So go ahead and roll, guile, persuasion. Something like he understands that you guys don't like exactly what he's doing, but he's also nervous and all like hyped up. So you kind of got to really convince him that this is a good idea, that he is a liability.
Should I charm him? I'll guile him.
Yeah,
I
guile.
would offer assistance, but I don't have guile or charm. I have bargain, disguise, and rumor. So
You got nothing then.
yeah.
Is that bad?
That is not a success. We have coins if you want to spend a coin. Do you only?
I'll spend it.
All right, and hope for it's. I mean, there we go.
Nice. Okay.
Dave has 2
I have
coins.
3.
Dave do a little check
You have
mark for
3?
his
Oh yeah, Riley did one.
Yeah, he takes.
And then
his,
us players have 1 coin left.
Yep. He takes his drink to go. He's like, I will go talk to Finn outside, who wants to see me, cause it's a good idea.
Go,
Yeah, he's about
go get
to
some air. Go
Yeah.
go. Sorry. Go get some air.
Is he allowed to
need it.
bring his drink out? Like, I'll take it for him.
Oh, fuck yeah, he's allowed to take his drink out. Come on. This is the Middle
You
Ages.
walk me down.
True. The cup it's in is like a crappily carved wooden thing, probably.
As he turns to leave, I turn my attention onto the two guys you guys have been talking to like
Mhm.
continue a friendly conversation so they don't like think about it too long.
Mhm.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. You passed your check. They passed the one before it. They're aware, but they're not like, oh, we've got this figured out kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm actually just like pitching them the carnival.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, that's this cool thing. Like, we go up and down the road, like, stop every other little village.
Sure.
There's this guy who sells cheesy sausages. I
Alright,
heard a
so
rumor. He has a new type of cheese he's invented.
So the gnome comes out. The gnome.
The new?
The gnome.
Like,
gnome?
I heard you need to talk to me.
Yes, just the man I wanted to see. We want to get you some extra money. You gotta check out that well.
Okay, why?
I don't know, we're just covering all our bases.
Okay, do you have a stool? I'm not. That's not gnome sized.
Big well.
Put your cup up.
What's that?
I'm not out there.
The
But I was
cup
like,
is not tall enough.
like,
Is there a
It's just-
bucket he can stand on?
Yeah, I looked for a bucket or a box or something by a dumpster.
Yeah, Piers, who's kind of lingering in the shadows over here for a while, like kicks, some wooden crate or something, right? That's just scrap, right? Vegetables that were delivered in a wooden box. He flips it over, right, and tosses it. He's
There you
like, and there's money in this for me.
Yeah.
Well, I've done worse for less.
Gambling.
And he grabs it and he walks on over.
oh, we just sent this guy to his
Yeah,
death.
you did.
Fine, whatever.
He won the dice roll.
I mean, he didn't have to roll any dice, admittedly, but it's understandable that you guys got some corruption for this.
That's true. Okay.
I'm
And
carefully
then it
watching
turns out
what happens.
Guy the whole time.
What's that?
Mhm.
I was making a joke about the will not being dangerous.
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
Hey, there's more money in here.
Oh, what's that? I can see my reflection, but it's all weird and different looking than my normal reflection.
Some kind
Oh,
of,
and it's getting bigger.
some kind of weird
and-
mirror.
Glowing. There you go. Speaking of weird mirrors, how many of those heptahedrons did Fiaza wind up with?
She ended up with 3.
Okay, that's not bad.
No.
3 out of 5's solid.
All right. So as he's set the box down and he's getting up on it, and of course, right, things always get bad all at once, right? They get bad in a hurry. The apparent leader of the Van Bellaclear gang shows up. He is a rotund individual, 5 foot nothing, right, with a bald head and a massive like mutton chop that goes into like a full beard, right, capped several times with jewelry and rings and beads, right. His name is Izaldin. And he just sort of looks at Piers in the corner, finding him instantly. So he turns and eyes him, right? He says, well, I know you're not going to give me my money in the middle of a dirty street alley. And Piers, like, betrays whatever concern he has, looking first at Iz, and then up to the sky, and then back down quick. He goes, no, should we go inside? And Iz nods once. Says, go ahead. Piers nods. Says, go ahead. Gesturing towards you all.
I'm already inside.
Same. Just having a nice chat.
So Finn,
How are these guys doing? I hope they're doing well.
yeah, they're not very talkative. They're
Oh,
professionals.
okay. Gotcha.
So
Well,
Finn,
I don't want to like pester them.
Finn,
I want to
nope,
have like
Sarah,
a
you're
friendly
going
chat.
in.
I mean, I wanted to see what's up with this well.
So you're not going in?
Uh, not yet.
Okay.
I think I want to act slightly drunk already.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, I just got some fresh air. Take a leak.
Got some fresh air.
Piers is like, I'm not playing any games, Finn. Come on. And he walks up to you. Let's go. And Redding nods once. Starts heading into the bar.
You want to see what happens with the well?
Because I'd rather stay alive.
I want to see what happens with the well.
So you're not going in.
I think so. Is there like a window over by the well? Like if I go inside, could I be able to see it?
There's a window in this hallway over here, yeah.
Okay. If I can see that there's a window outside, maybe I'll go in the building
Sure.
and then go over to the window.
Okay.
Also, what is that? Is that little guy at the door? Who? Oh, is that like the fancy
Him?
jester man?
Yeah.
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 Okay. And I'm assuming grumpy guy is Pierce.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Finn and Dope Sarah go in as well. And then immediately move over to the window.
This is the window.
Yeah.
All right.
I love all the creepy tokens I had left over.
Got all the good tokens. Got Jenny Green Teeth over here.
Right?
Oh, just lots of spooky guys.
Uh-huh.
Are these the professionals?
Lots of real sketchers.
Or is that the guy and his posse?
Yeah, this is the guy and his posse. Here, we'll make the scarecrows the professionals.
Oh boy.
So this is a very full bar filled with a lot of people, and like every time somebody comes in, the bartender gives them a nod, waves, right? But now like there's a lot of people, and he's kind of looking around and everything, and so true to form, are people lingering around, or is everybody kind of in this uneasy truce, waiting to see if Piers can kind of navigate this situation?
I'm just sitting at the bar enjoying my freest water.
Yeah.
I'll go over to Finn and Dope Sarah.
Okay. Gamlin, where are you?
I believe I was like over here by the professionals at the bar.
Is that where you're staying?
Just because some guy came in doesn't mean I need to move unless
Sure.
they're like asking me to move.
No.
This
Okay.
Piers guy, I don't know.
Right.
Woo.
Okay. So no one's interfering with anything, right? The odds are what they are. I'm gonna roll. Let's see, right? That's why we play the game, to see what happens.
Yep.
I do not know if Piers can lie to this guy. I don't think he can, right?
But you can always get a crit 1 or an 11 maybe.
right. The opportunity does in fact exist.
Is this Piers's guile
Yeah, which
that
is
we're going to
trained.
see in a hot second?
Which is trained. I'm gonna say it's at a -10 though.
All right.
Wow. Okay, here's
Ooh.
here's my one thing. I will offer this.
Mhm.
The party has one reroll left. You have one fortune point. If they would like to spend it, they can. And he will
vote.
get a reroll.
I vote yeah. It's a second 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry if he gets another crap
Worst case
roll.
scenario, if they start attacking, we could just leave Pierce here.
Yeah. Also, is this a door right behind me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm right next to a door. All right, this is fine.
All right. So you're approving it. You're spending the last fortune point to.
Give Pierce a right.
Why
And then
not?
you have 4 coins to kill us with.
Hey.
Hmm.
Wow. Look at that. So
Ooh,
He tells the sobbiest of sob stories
right,
you've ever.
the most
That
heard
is
from a man.
complicated, right?
Years.
He's like, you have to understand, somebody fired a gun at me, right? I lost most of the shipment. I spent the better part of a month trying to recover it off the floor of the Essequibo, right? We lost all the clones, all the laborers. Veldammer was back for a while, but it wasn't really him. It was just an Inquisition plant, right? He weaves this like crazy story of half truths together.
so many of these things are
There was a
technically
giant
true.
owl.
Yeah,
There was
right,
a bunch of people got murdered.
right. And
There was a fire.
So Finn, Dobe, Sarah, and Fiazi, you're all looking out this window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Did Veter just stay out there?
yeah, well, he's looking in the well, right? So you can hear the story going on, and he sees you guys, and he's like,
Oh no!
right,
And a hand.
and he leans over, and then there's just like a spray of blood, right? Just like a fountain of blood goes
Ooh.
just way further than is reasonable, and he shudders
Ooh.
once, and then he kind of just like slumps, and then his body's quickly pulled into the well.
How much corruption did we get for that?
I mean, you didn't lie. Witnessing it is not great, so I'm gonna go ahead and need a resolve test,
Oh,
because like it was extremely bloody.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't see it.
What is in the well?
Something bad.
I don't want to be at the window anymore. Can I move to the rest of the party?
If you pass your resolve check.
I
Oof.
do not.
Nope.
Okay.
I
We're out of
barely.
coins.
Good thing I pulled all those those rerolls off, yeah.
I mean, those
Mhm.
coins all got. I think they all resulted in a success at least.
Yeah, that's
They,
probably true.
they were very positive.
Riley, roll again just for dope, Sarah.
Come on, Dope Sarah.
Oh, just, just
Oh
lost
no,
my.
Dope Sarah. She already just got some corruption from the dice.
Why can't I find it again? There it is. Uh,
Okay.
Oof, okay.
So dope, Sarah and Finn. Yeah, they must have had a bloody. They must have cut a bloody swath down the
oh,
coast for a while. But
I'm like
Fiaza,
a sociopath. I
yeah,
don't
Fiaza,
care.
you're not happy with this. This is 9 mental peril.
Ugh.
Holy
This is a
shiz.
really uncomfortable situation. Probably just because there's a lot of guilt, because you're the one who told him to do this,
Yeah, I went in there and I sent him outside.
right?
Oh.
Um, yeah. So you're just like, no. Um, but it's silent, right? Like it's completely silent. You hear nothing,
You just get this waving little gnome, and then he looks back, and then he's just like, "Psh."
and then he's gone. So
Did
what?
we?
Huh?
Well, my reaction is probably a scream or yelp of sorts.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. And everybody just kind of turns and looks. Finn, do you do anything?
I mean, hmm.
You don't have to. I'm just curious.
n- No, I think you just kind of say like, oh, it's less money to split now.
Right. Okay. Right. And they
Oh my
just turn and
god.
look, and they're like, "Well, is she okay?"
I'm just pointing at the window.
Hmm. And everybody kind of turns. And I'm gonna drop in chat.
Oh.
Crashing through both doors.
Oh, cool.
Right. The first one
Oh
just
God.
Oh.
absolutely eviscerating this guy. Right. Just
Oh.
boom, hits the ground. Two, three
Oh.
pieces going
Oh,
in
I'm
every
gonna
different
die.
direction.
Oof.
Are these strange,
Why do you
scraggly?
want to kill us?
What?
So why do you want to kill us?
I mean, I don't know that I do. I just think the owl has some plans.
Oh my god.
But the
Right?
owl and I have a deal.
Well, maybe it won't kill you.
The
So,
mother. It was Mike. Oh my god.
so we're going to cliffhanger this, as is
Ugh.
tradition, right?
But we
But
don't have an episode
Oh,
8.
well, we'll have to come back someday then. But I want to know, what do you do, right? What's the first reaction? So we'll start with
Uh,
Fiazza. What do you do?
So first reaction is probably running down the hallway to the many-roomed area.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the one that
Uh,
has no other way out. Got it.
Well, maybe it's got a back exit.
It might.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're running.
We can make it. Yeah.
All right, Uncle Gamlin, what are you doing?
um. So, I do have a quick question. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that this in the corner is stairs. Is this in the corner stairs going up?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like stairs.
Do I recall, first of all, if I saw any second story windows, and two, about how high they would be off the ground?
Yeah. I mean, they would be at least 15 feet off the ground.
Okay, shoot.
But yes, there are plenty of windows.
I and the outwards pointy ones are first story windows, right?
Yep.
All right, I would yell something along the lines of, "Damn it, booger." Try and disengage from this one and jump out. If I could reach it, jump out this window here, the one that's not on the same side as the well.
yeah. My immediate reaction was to smash out that window.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think
because
you can't get out the window, but you can do the disengage and then move. You know,
yeah,
one AP move and probably
yeah,
get to the window.
yeah, that's my goal because first of all, that's the just from a perspective of Gamlin, that is the window I can see that looks like a straight shot.
Sure. Okay, so
I
the overwhelming consensus of the party is it's time to flee.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Those things are terrifying. I'm not staying here.
Yeah.
You know what happens.
I didn't think so, but I was curious if anyone would be like, well, if we can live longer than Piers can, we can get some money.
Yeah, but these guys are gonna kill everything.
Well,
We
maybe.
don't know where Pierce stashed his money. We don't know who these guys are or where they stashed their money. No connections.
All right.
Yep.
I got a knife out of the deal.
All right. All right.
Ah,
Uh,
Well,
everything's coming up Gamlin.
I
This
can't.
thing is terrifying.
I
With its
can't.
little owlet.
I know, it's so good. I love that art. It's so creepy. I think about it all the time
It's
for owl bears.
Terrifying.
All right. I can't say I'm terribly surprised, but I wanted to give the party the option to see if they were interested in either trying to, make some money or save some people or, work with their kind of ally. I didn't think so, though.
And I'm also
So-
assuming
Get
that there
outside
were
and
no.
regroup.
What?
Disengage, regroup.
Oh,
Then
sure.
figure out if
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna
Right, absolutely.
I'm also assuming there were no closer windows for me to jump through.
No, there's not a ton.
Okay.
And there's 2 doors there, so.
Yeah, but those have murder things in them, and I don't think I can get past the murder thing.
It's true. There are
So-
many things.
So the murder thing couldn't have been the one guy's murder thing if he came in and sliced at him.
True. That just means there's a third party, a third evil party, a third child sacrificing evil party.
And it's just Booger hiding in the well.
You know what? Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked.
So
I like
let's,
the little babies. Are the babies there
It's
too?
in a month.
not yet.
I want
but- All right, so I
in-
gotta roll the d10 for the chaos. See if we're getting chaos or order. How much does everybody have
Well,
tonight?
at least.
Yeah,
So
if
from
you're-
dice rolls, I have 12. Did I gain any other?
Yeah, because
From-
the resolve check gets you 2.
Okay, so I'm at 14.
Right.
Did I gain any?
Did you do anything shitty?
I let's see, I didn't roll the dice. I didn't see the bloody thing.
Yep.
I said that I wouldn't cause trouble to the big buff guy, and then tried to figure out a way for the gnome to sell his parchment better,
Yeah. So no.
and then sat in a bar talking to
you were
people.
good. You're a good boy again, and you abstained from alcohol. You were a good boy again. You love
Yup.
your order ranks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like getting. I mean, at the moment, like getting full order ranks would be quite a Herculean task, but this would be, just
This would
this
be
would be
6,
halfway
right?
there. This
Oh,
would
it's
be the
5?
5th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 2 other times were the time I got drunk and passed out, and the time I almost died and passed out.
All right. Finn, how'd you do?
I mean, you didn't tell me I got any, but I don't know. It was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
There-
Well, I mean,
There was the dice roll.
you rolled some for starter. Oh no, you didn't. You little
Oh, I
crapper.
switched.
Oh
You,
shoot!
you
Right,
snuck out the dice. Let's see. Well, you weren't mean to Nogax. You weren't particularly mean to Piers or Credence.
He did help Dope Sarah steal that guy's wallet and pull the
That's
watch nonsense.
That's true. That's 2. But I think that might be it. Truthfully, you really didn't get into too much trouble this session.
Man,
It's me.
Finn's good at being a terrible person and getting away with it.
Yeah. All right. So we'll roll our d10. So Amanda, you have 4 functionally because it's 14.
Yeah.
All right.
How many
so
does Dope Sarah have?
Dope Sarah's got 10 exactly. So
Oh. Ooh.
all right. So just Fiazza with her chaos.
Bing.
Finn, you get an
So
order.
I get 2.
Yeah, you get 2. What are you at?
I'm at 2 order and 4 chaos.
Yeah, it seems about right.
Wait, this was our 7th session. We should all have a total of 7.
But we have a total of 8.
This was
Well,
Oh no, you could earn
Got
bonus.
one
you
on
might
each.
you might have more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have no less than 7.
Yes, you should have no less than
So
7.
order rank then?
What's that?
Am I missing an order rank then? Because I only have 6.
I don't know. There's one night we forgot to do it at the right time, so just leave it for now.
Okay.
And then last but not least, everyone's gonna get 100 reward points from me.
Woo!
You closed out the Ruby of the Rivers, right? You spent a month on your own, wound up with the Caravan of Cages, and then hung out in Voidberg for a little while.
What about Voidberg?
And met some lovely owl demons and got a gnome murdered.
Yeah, well, you know,
I'm so glad.
I feel bad about that.
all in a night,
Thanks.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you each have 50 XP to hand out. So who you handed it out to?
Let's see, I
I'm gonna give it to Finn for that watch joke.
That was quite funny. Actually.
that was good.
I was
I'm
not
gonna
expecting
throw.
that.
I'm gonna throw mine at Fiyaza / you because it then I could pull out my tarot cards.
Fiona.
Yo.
For old cousin Fiona for actually getting me on board and me doing some weird hand signal thing, which I still don't know what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we didn't do? We didn't effing chat for our lost friend
Oh
Viter.
yeah. Oh,
For who? Oh, Viter.
for Viter.
Yeah, F and chat for Viter.
I guess.
All right.
I'll give points to Gamlin because I love his dialogue as always.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's my favorite part about him.
The F and chat emote's amazing.
There's an F in chat emote.
Yeah.
I don't think I have it.
No, it's
For tabletop.
Yeah. It's really good.
That is beautiful.
Well,
thank you everyone for those F's in chat for our poor, horribly murdered
gnomish friend Viter.
gnomish friend Viter.
Didn't know he was gonna die, but we knew something was gonna happen.
Yeah, but we kind of knew he was gonna die.
He was gonna die.
Thank you so much to Grim and Perilous, to Zweihander, to Adam, who's hanging out in chat right now, Matt, who helped us get started, for Daniel for helping bring us together and make this happen. We were Electric Dice Podcast. We did 7 sessions here, wandering around in a crazy homebrew world, making chaos and sacrifices to owl gods and stealing from people and hanging out with Dope Sarah and
Hashtag Dope Sarah.
Hashtag fish cheese and everything in between.
Fish cheese.
If the stars align properly, which I have a pretty good feeling that they will, we'll be back at some point in the not too distant future. But we will be gone for the next couple weeks as we regroup and figure out what we're playing next.
Yeehaw.
If you loved what you saw, I've hit it a couple times tonight, but you can buy the books online and run yourself through this crazy world of grim and perilous many-handed action. There are stars. There are lots of modules, adventures on their Grim and Perilous library. If you, in particular, really loved your time on the Ruby of the River or Ruby of the Rivers, I'm going to be putting the maps I made for all of them in the eDice channel, which is a public channel if you go to the Zweihander official Discord. I actually don't remember the Discord chat. I think it was like social or like social media.
Is it like
might be socials with an S?
There it is. Discord. It was just Discord.
Oh,
yeah.
My guess was right, but I think since no, I just can't spell. I don't know.
Which
chord?
Which
Discord.
Discord.
Right.
To talk about our show today or our show with previous things you can find on the YouTubes, right?
Yeah, you're in the wrong channel there, buddy. Yeah, the videos will be up on YouTube eventually. I'm not sure exactly of the turnaround, but they will be. If you like that good feeling and want to watch more gaming, It looks like Matt is running a session of Alien on the Grim and Perilous Plays channel right now, which is exciting. And then, as is tradition, I like to read out what else is happening on this channel because they do.
Is a scientist looking for their cat?
Possibly, I don't know. I haven't been listening.
Hope so.
I saw Alien for the first time like a month ago.
Oh, jeez.
wow.
I very much enjoy how much cat is in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the best part.
Tomorrow
I'm
they're
only-
doing the In Between at 9 p.m. Central, and Thursday they're doing the Unsettled Stem also at 9 p.m. We're the early birds because I start yawning at like 7:30. So, I think we did it.
Woo.
I think we did it. Thank you so much.
We
for
did it,
having us.
guys.
We had a great time.
This was the beach episode.
This was the beach episode. Yeah, I did mean to talk about the rocky Pebble Beach and the dark water, but honestly,
Mhm.
I think Amanda just gave me a great into the Caravan of Cages, which is
Yeah.
fun.
I'm so glad. This is going to be
I
fun.
mean, yeah. No, we've got this, and I am just gonna move Gamlin off to a safer position. Except I can't. I need a new mouse. All right.
Right.
Thank you, everyone. This has been great. Again, this has been Zweihander Actual Play, powered by the Electric Dice Podcast. Too Fast to Fumble. Oh, the Gamlin's big now. Was
Gamlin's-
that me accident?
No,
Was
I did
that me?
He's a big
Okay.
boy.
Right. All right.
Uh,
We're out. Thank you so much.
Have a good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Like,
Bye.
Real Gamlin hours.